Okay.
Yo. What up? What up? What
What's
up? What up?
going on? What's going
It is
on?
WrestleMania 40 weekend. You know what I mean? It's Mr. Best 40 weekend. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Best of Mania 40 weekend. You know what I mean? For the festivities, yes. My birthday is on Tuesday. You know what I mean? So is Grace got a love one with a birthday on Tuesday too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you know what I mean? Her and her son. You know what I'm saying? Got me and Grizz in the building. Bring him up real early in the building. Know what I mean? But yes, y'all. All right, this is birthday month, birthday week. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me clear up something real quick. Let me say something real quick, right? Look, man, I know a lot of y'all be assuming different things on social media about me and my team, but you don't know nothing, all right? You don't know nothing. Don't be assuming nothing. And when you shoot, make sure you don't miss, all right? Because if you
Right?
miss, you ain't gonna just deal with one of us. You're gonna deal with all of us. You feel me? And I mean that, and I stand on that. Now listen, and take it how you want it. Now listen. With that being said, we have intellectually embracing Smitty's Corner, episode 21. All right. No, I mean, we don't want no problems, man. All right. We out here chilling. You know what I mean? We about to go on vacation and all that. We chilling. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
just
My man
embracing
said
each
we about
other.
to go
That's
shopping
all.
and all that. We chilling. Yeah. We just doing our shows and doing our art and all that. You know what I mean? We filming like my man Grizz. You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing. You know what I mean? Sipping on the Corona. You know what I mean? That's all we doing. We relaxing. You know what I mean? Let us chill, dog. Don't bring it to that action because you really don't want it on that level, please. Now listen, let me get a quick shout out for the cause for the pause. All right, pause for the cause. As you know, the link is pinned in all of the networks throughout our network. Okay, throughout our beautiful network, it is pinned in every corner. All right. Grace has a message for y'all. Good evening, all. Please press the like button upon your arrival. Okay. We got our man Marcus in the building. Marcus, what's going on? What's good? What's good? Got my man M3 the Dawn in the building. M3, what up, baby? You know what I'm saying? And then Grace giving a shout out to M3. But man, as I'm lining everything up, you know what I'm saying? I'm introduce, number one, our lady of the team. You know what I'm saying? Ladies first. You know what I mean? And we are always gonna keep it graceful. Grace, go ahead and shoot. Let's get it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to our show tonight where we talk our shit, speak our mind, and don't give a fuck. So, with that being said, it's Saturday night. Crack a bottle open. So, you guys, this is a safe space to be yourselves, but the main thing is we do not disrespect each other because you will be handled with. So, with that being said, you can find me, Embrace the Grace. Shit, I had to write down the list. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. on my channel, JVJ Network. Saturday night, right here with the intellectual and embracing Smitty's Corner. Tuesday night at Black Man Unfiltered. And ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a new ladies panel on Thursdays at 6 p.m. where y'all going to find me. So go check me out. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm handing it to you, Smitty. I digress. My mic is muted.
Okay, now respect. So, um, I don't know. I feel awesome. I don't know. I just always kind of had this thing where I just feel really, really good throughout my days at this time. Um, Thanks to upgrades in life, I would say. So, other than that, you can catch me right here with Soap in the Game. You can also catch me on Thursdays with my oh so lovely twin. All right, Miss Embrace the Grace on Thursdays. And you can definitely catch Smitty anywhere where peace and solitude resides. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Daisha, it's on you, Lon.
Hey everyone. I'm feeling pretty good, just doing some painting. I love being on here, love having the conversation. I'm very new, even new to the YouTube and everything space, so you can't follow me on anything just yet. But if you follow them, I may be on there. So anyway, thank y'all for having me. And I'm excited for the chat today. So I'll be painting. By the way, if I look into the camera, it's not to be weird. I have to look at what I'm doing.
Girl, you look at whatever you doing.
I'm just letting you know. So if I'm
No,
like,
fuck the rest of them. You do what you doing. You up here with the team. You do what you doing. Fuck them. So what you got?
That's so funny.
Got our man Grizz. Oh yeah, Smitty, check the back chat real quick. Grizz, go ahead, man.
Yo, what it is, what it do. My name is Quentin Grizzly Bear Harris, actor, writer, film producer, director, cinematographer. You can catch me on Facebook and Facebook, Instagram. Also have a website, thewitch.com. Um, yes. So yeah, that's me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, and yeah, y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy, man, Mr. Best. Y'all know who I am, Mr. Best in the World 84. I represent for my team, man. I put on for my team, for my city, for my movement at all times. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for rocking out. We got something funny that we about to share with y'all. I'm waiting for Smitty to send it to me because me and him was rolling on this one the other day. We was cracking up, bro. This is so funny. Listen, man, look, I just want to say this, man. Peace to all the leadership, okay, that we have across the black diaspora, okay? We do love y'all, but sometimes, y'all be tripping a little bit, all right? I just want y'all to know that, okay? But yeah, peace to
Just
the
a little
leadership in
bit.
the diaspora. Just a little bit, right? So we're going to get into that. Fair use, all right? Fair use is always fair use, okay? Let me mute my mic.
Smitty, I like the glasses.
Come on now. And I'm loving that hair. I'm loving that hair, gorgeous.
Thank you.
Lord have mercy.
Listen,
Oh my gosh.
I did.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
What did I miss? Did I miss something?
Nah, you ain't missed shit. This is what I want to know. Gracie, they should, okay, you two being ladies up here. If you were her, and or if you've ever been her in a moment like that, where you just happen to recognize that this dude is, he trying to, I don't know, for some reason flex with you on, behind him on this camera. And you have no clue that you're supposed to be a part of this video shoot. Okay? If you was her, how would you feel and or respond? Let's say that you losing your job wasn't an issue. You can respond freely.
But I didn't. All he was doing was videotaping her behind her back, and she didn't know, right? I mean,
He
did I?
said all he was doing was videotaping her behind her back.
Without her permission, right?
Right.
Okay, so then no, that's going to be a problem because that's an invasion of privacy. Okay, that's intrusive, and I want my money. Run me my money, okay? And then you're supposed to be a man of character. You're supposed to be out here preaching to people to be better people, and this what you're doing? See, that's why you can't believe everything you see and half of what you hear, because you're not being who you say you are on these YouTube streets. So with that being said, no, that would be a fucking problem. If I caught him doing that, I would knock that phone out his hand and break his phone. Not that I condone violence, but it is what it is.
Leisha, you realize this man has been filming your back shots as you're loading up his luggage behind him. You recognize it, Leisha?
I agree with everything Grace said. I condone violence in that period. I will condone it. I would actually take his phone probably kick him in the nuts, and I say that because I have done something similar before, and
Probably
and
rightfully so. Rock out.
right. But also, what I agree with is, no, for real, that's sexual harassment. Like, we've come to a point where, excuse me, where society just sees ownership in women. Like, they have the audacity to. One thing I always say is, like, how dare a man have the audacity to feel like he could either use my body, talk about my body. Like, how dare you have the audacity to feel like you can, like, I'm yours. So that, in a sense, just pisses me off. And I really would want, I would want him to be recognized too. I would actually want him to either pay me or,
Really?
yeah, I really would, because that's a sexual harassment case. Easy. And then
Really?
it's sexual harassment. And then
I
it
thought
can
he
even be
had to
considered,
actually like be like pressing up, like leaning on you and maybe grazing his
because
hand on your booty in the lunch line at work or some
mm-mm,
shit. I don't know.
because it's like I said, he's acting like he has ownership of me without my permission. He's acting
Hmm.
like he has the right to either he's acting like he has the right to sexualize me. And that's not okay. So that's what harassment is. If you think that you have the right to touch me, to do anything sexualizing in any kind of way, that is harassment. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't think it's just some. Kai Renee says it's a reach. I don't think it is. You'd be surprised how much money you could get off of it too. Honestly.
And that Me
So
Too movement,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But it
That
is
shit is
Uh,
sexual
wild.
harassment.
and it is. And don't put this. All you gotta say is one word.
So
Honestly,
what
though,
you
like
got on
me
this
too.
whole thing? If I don't know, Daisha, are you finished? Want to make sure.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying it's sexual harassment and it should be treated as such.
Okay. 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 Now, salute. And I'm glad you also did. Go ahead and stay tuned. We got an awesome show for you tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. All right, now, Grizz, what you got? What you got, big dog?
Me.
Okay,
Okay,
now,
so me.
chocolate, get your ass up here, girl.
Me personally, as a videographer, I would never ever condone it. And if I saw a guy doing that, I'd be like, "Excuse me, sir. You know you got to run her money, right? You gonna know you're about to." And like, if you don't take that phone down, either A, you can catch these hands. C, I, like, look, you got choices. One, you can catch his hands. Secondly, you can put the video. Actually, you can erase that video. Let me see that you erase that video, and we got no problems. But if you
Okay.
continue to do so, I would tell the authorities.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. My man coming through with the stand up nobility. So, you just so happen to notice that that's what this creep ass dog nigga's doing, and that's your girl. How do you
Oh
respond, sir?
man. So I'm really trying to avoid like certain situations, man. I'm almost 40. I'm really trying to dodge a lot of things. I am. But man, it's gonna be
Oh
hard not to
man.
put my hands on this guy. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hard. But you know what? Wisdom is a key, right? Wisdom and knowledge is something that you have to use. So I would. So he
Hmm.
wants to use a cell phone. I'm gonna use a cell phone now and expose him.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And now once I expose him,
I
that's
forgot
worse
about
than
that.
any type of me putting my hands on him. You know what I mean? Especially as a public figure. Now he's finished. You know what I'm saying? So time Mr. Curry,
Ooh.
Devon Curry.
Oh, I
Devon, what
thought
up?
you
What
were
up? What
thinking
up?
more along my lines. Take your phone and shove it down his throat. Okay, never mind. You
That would
actually, my
yeah,
bad.
that would be
My
nice
bad.
though.
My
That'd
bad.
be nice.
My bad.
No. 15, 20 years ago, we definitely would have did that. But nowadays, you know what I mean? You know, we moving grown man style. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Oh
mean?
man.
I'll
Oh man.
film him. I'll get that lawsuit going. Get that collection money from that lawsuit, and I'm be
Okay.
chilling, man.
Okay. So you gonna hit
I'll
him
make a
where it
public
hurts in his
service announcement and
pockets.
all that. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hit him where it's hurt. Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Hit him where it hurts. Okay now. Okay now. Okay. Well, with that being said, with that being our intro video, so you said that you done pull some things up and you're gonna give us some fire tonight. So I said, all right, let's see what this man working with. I want to see what you got for us. So what we doing
Yes,
tonight,
sir.
man? What we working with?
Man, I got something coming for y'all real quick. I got three lovely selections for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I guess I'm in
Let
a
me start
surprise
out.
mood tonight. I like surprises sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Just not from, don't just walk up and tap me on the shoulder, nigga. Announce yourself. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
Let me start out kind of mellow for y'all.
Okay,
Let
now.
me start out mellow for y'all to heat y'all up. All right, fair use, fair use. So there's a little message behind this. You know what I mean? A little something to give you keep it lighthearted real quick. So to my man Raldo the ruler, salute Raldo. What up? What up? You know what I mean? Fair use as always. Let me throw up my banner. All right, and let's get it going.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Oh,
That a tree has to grow in two directions at the same time. Did you know that? Have you ever heard of the word gravitropic before? Phototropic?
Never.
Okay. So gravitropic means it grows away from light and towards gravity. That's the root system. It's gravitropic in nature. So the seed goes in the ground, and then the tree starts growing down before it starts growing up. Now, here's what's interesting. When the seed is under the ground, it's dark under the ground, it's damp, and it has resistance. The root system has resistance. It has to push through the dirt to go down further, right? Well, once it breaks through the earth growing up, there's no more resistance. And the part of the tree that's above the earth grows towards light and away from gravity. So the tree is growing in two directions at the same time. Okay, how does that help me in my life, though? That is one of the most beautiful pictures of the way life works that you've ever seen. It's the work that you do in the dark when it's difficult and damp that makes the work that you do that everybody sees in the light work. Now, everybody proclaims
Loving it.
Let's
Yeah,
build,
many
family.
things. So, Gracie, we're gonna start with you, and we'll work it over. Let's see what you got.
I never really thought about it that way, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
in life you do got to take 10 steps backwards to make one step forward.
Okay.
So, and everybody don't have to know what you're going through and your process. So sometimes you have to grow. Isolation, I've learned that isolation and solitude makes you strong. It makes you real strong, and it's good for the soul. You don't always
Mm-hmm.
have to be on the front line or in the spotlight. Being in the back limelight is just as important. So I like that analogy. It was good. I can rock with that, Smitty.
Yeah, definitely. So what I'm gathering more so is you did hit on something, Gracie. So solitude, right? So when you first sprout, right? When you first sprout, generally, when we usually come to that epiphany, when we usually come to that mode and that stage in our life, there you go. When we usually come to that mode and that stage in our life, chocolate, welcome, sis. Usually what happens is that's at a time of solitude, and that's at a time where usually we may feel like we're in a dark place. We may feel like we're in a place that's and we may feel as if we're going backwards. And a lot of times I do realize that now a lot of my setbacks was setups, and it was launching pads. There's a lot that came into my wisdom. There's a lot that came into my actual experiences from having those times of when you're that seed. Now, see, the thing about it is that seed came from a tree, right? Usually, most seeds are already, came from what has bloomed and blossomed before. So I guess that would be my parents, right? So then I come from that. I fall from that tree, right? And so now I'm this seed that's waiting to be able to bloom and blossom. I'm now into the soil. Now, during that time in the soil, I was once up high in the tree, nested very oh so comfortably in whatever this fruit was or what have you. Now, from whatever bird or whatever came by, now I'm one of the seeds that hit the ground. Now I'm in this dark place. It's cold, it's wet because down in the soil it's colder. So now I'm in this place and now I'm recognizing I'm not where I used to be. But then what happens? Of course, with the proper nurturing. And if I'm not disturbed, that's very important. Not being disturbed during that growth process. I feel like I'm cold. I feel like that I'm going backwards, but no, actually the root system is being very, very much so planted so that I'm firm when I grow strong and tall. So now that I'm growing up and outward, now that I've blossomed and bloomed, now I have my own fruit that those can, and then that process and that cycle continues. So I look at it much more in the way the process of one's growth, which, yes, I would say subsequently goes into the process of life. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Daisha, what you got?
Okay, so I completely agree with both of you guys. I find that being rooted first is the only way to create a foundation for your growth. So basically, at some point, you're going to have to, like you said, at some point, it doesn't matter what point it is, but you are going to have to go through something, right? And one thing that I really stress to people is to allow it to happen. I know how it sounds. I know it's like, what do you mean? Like, you want me to take 10 steps back? Sometimes you really have to reevaluate, to reground yourself, to really dive into, like you said, your solitude. People forget that solitude is a beautiful place. It is so peaceful. You don't have to worry about anybody. You can be in your own thoughts, but hopefully in a productive way. Solitude is beautiful. And I feel like sometimes people are trying to reach up to achievement so fast that they forget the journey really starts at the foundation. And I say that too because, like, okay, so here's an example. Little vulnerable, not too much, but I had lost my job in December, right? And I had gotten laid off. Not my fault. It happened. Well, the whole time, I feel like I'm getting 10 steps back, right? I'm like, yo, I just had this great job. I had everything set for me. Like, all of a sudden, I got to rearrange. I'm saving up for a house. Like, all of a sudden, like, I got to use the house money. Like, you feel me? But what I noticed was all of that upsetness, yeah, it made me fall into more, into my own solitude. But guess what? In my solitude, and as I allowed it, I started painting more. And as I'm painting more, people are seeing it. Now I'm having opportunities over and over and over again. But if I didn't take that 10 steps back to reevaluate, to reground myself, to actually do something kind of productive, even though I'm in this dark place, opportunities wouldn't have happened. So I find being rooted first, working on yourself first, allowing some setbacks to happen because you don't know how it's going to project you, allowing that to happen, and then you watch how it flourishes. So that's my 2 cents. I'm muted. So.
Got you. Hopefully Miss Polly come back. Salute to my sister Miss Polly. You know what I mean? I'm glad she pulled up. Man, okay, so we got Grizz next, and then we go to my sister Chocolate. I know Chocolate gonna say a lot of stuff. Oh, okay, Miss Polly back. Okay, so we're gonna go with Grizz, Miss Polly, and then Chocolate. Go ahead, Grizz.
Hold on. So Chocolate pulled up first though. I think
you want the ladies to go first?
Yeah. Let the ladies
yeah, absolutely,
okay.
yeah. Let the women go first, bro.
Go, and then Miss Polly, then Grizz can go. Grizz, you don't mind waiting after the ladies, right?
Man, ladies first always.
Absolutely. Okay, so rock out, chocolate. What you got?
I believe the same thing. All right, I believe the same thing. I was just trying to be, I was trying to
So
be different tonight. You know what I
you
mean?
good, bro? You good, bro? That's why I'm here, nigga. You can fall backwards, my nigga.
Y'all
I
such
got you. I
fucking
got you. You can fall
gentlemen.
backwards.
Look at
Thank you,
y'all.
thank you.
Look at y'all.
All right, Miss Polly, what you got?
They said we don't. They say we don't have no women. That's what they
I
said.
need more. I need more time. Continue on.
Okay, Grizz, it's on you. See what
So
happens when you be a gentleman? We still get to cut the line. See that? See that?
Facts.
Instant karma.
I'm still
Instant
learning.
karma.
I'm gonna put this. So for me, like being rooted, like what Miss Lady has said, being rooted is having a foundation is definitely key. And for me personally, after the 39 years that I've been alive on this earth, I have finally found peace in being by myself. Like my mom, and my dad called me like, "Hey, you good?" I'm like, "I'm fine." Like I'm by myself. Wife is at work. Son is at school. I will literally have the TV on at a low volume, but I am doing a lot of editing. I'll be doing, well, for y'all who know me, I'm doing editing all day, and like being by myself, I'm perfectly fine. And also, too, you will have having to set. Hold on, I'm sorry, Safari. Go to the other room, baby. Sorry, sorry, that's my son. But having setbacks does not mean you're a failure. Having setbacks meaning basically what did you learn in them setbacks? There's no such thing as failure. In the words of Denzel Washington, fail big, meaning that try and try and try. You continue to fail. What did you learn in the process? Just like the tree. So sometimes sometimes that root will grow. Sometimes that root won't grow. I remember back when I was a child, me and my dad planted a seed. It never grew, but I love the memory anyway. But yeah, but there's peace in being by yourself. There's like you get to do a reboot, as it were. But yeah, I digress on America's Muted.
Okay, now, Miss Polly, what you got for us, sis?
Hello there. Can I get the question? I'm kind of listening, but multitasking.
Oh, no, yeah, no, I got you. So basically, it was just more so, it was an analogy about how, like, when a tree starts growing, and which is very true, as a plant lover myself, uh, the seed bursts, right? And then the roots start growing down in the soil where it's dark, right? And it's basically speaking about in life, like the growth process. It grows
Okay.
down before it goes through the soil and starts to grow and sprout and bloom and blossom up. So, what would be like, I guess, what you get from an analogy such as that, I guess, in a nutshell from that, as far as how life may go. Start off dark, you start off down, right? And then at some point you sprout through the soil and you start to grow upward, and now you're, blossoming, blooming in a nutshell. And then I guess we can go to the next one. Maybe you can get a better feel for that. We'll give her a
Best,
second.
you got something to say on it?
Yeah, I think that we just have to understand that um, it's a process to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like growth and success. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a process. Now, yeah, sometimes because we live in a technology age, things happen quickly, right? Like they happen super quick. Like it's like, dang, that popped off fit quick, and I don't went viral and everything. Popped off. Salute to my man Stan. Salute to Foxy Moon Premier. Salute sister, and
Hello.
salute to Sister Ruby Doll. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, so like we salute to Sister Ross. I see you in the building as well.
Okay,
Like
guys.
basically, like we just have to understand that growth and us trying to achieve things. You know what I mean? It will take effort, and sometimes the effort is not seen immediately. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And if we're not being seen, we can't get discouraged. We can't get like downtrodden. Just enjoy the process. You know what I mean? And
Right.
enjoy the struggle, as they say, right? But within that struggle, it's a beautiful struggle. You know what I mean? Talib Kweli said that, I believe. Beautiful struggle, right? You know what I mean? It's a beautiful struggle. You know what I'm saying? For all my hip hop heads. You know what I mean? Enjoy that beautiful struggle and keep it going. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? That's my take on it. Miss Polly, it's on you, sister.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Most happened. Um, I will say, yeah, I do think I kind of agree with you. Like you said, like the process of getting better is that you have to learn from something, and there's a lot of times that okay, it's not all of us. Okay, I'll put that out there, but there's a lot of us who actually don't learn by just being told something. A lot of us learn by having to do something. And that's where it's kind of hard, I think, too, for some of us. We don't want to watch people go through bad things, but sometimes you have to allow them to do that so they can be better. And I think that's hard for a lot of people. I've even had partners and loved ones. And I'm just like, yeah, I've told them several times they don't listen. It's cool because I'm trying to tell them, hey, I'd rather you not go through that. But I just watch them and tell them, hey, listen, you'll just have to go through it. And then once you get your resolution, you can come back. And the only thing I can do is give them grace by, I'm not going to tease them and taunt them and be like, hey, that was your experience. What did you get from that? And hopefully you can walk beside them and hope they don't get too crazy and out of hand. But a lot of times you got to allow people to have that experience so that they know what it is. They feel it. They have a real connection with what actually happened. Having empathy is something that is very important. So you have to understand where they're coming from, not only in the mind, but actually have gone through that process yourself. So I think, yeah, you do have to learn and then grow. And then you have to do it all over again and then try different things out. It's like you said, it's a beautiful thing. But in those beautiful moments, you got to still be positive and pushing through because in everything bad, there's probably something good, even if you don't think it's good in that moment. So it's just one of those things.
Can I just land this whole topic real quick? I know we're all up here talking positive and telling people keep going and all this shit, but I'm just gonna give it raw. It's fucking hard, guys. It's not easy, and we have to just trust the process because we don't see all the positivity while we're going through the storm. It's easy to talk once we get out of the storm. I remember my pastor telling me, Grace, you have to go through your test to have your testimony. So we tend to be very hard on ourselves. We tend to dwell a lot in the bullshit, and we just need to put our big girl and big boy pants on, and we have to get through it. We cannot give up. We have to stay prayed up. We have to keep God in the situation because let me tell you something, guys, and I'm going to make myself vulnerable tonight. 2 years ago on my birthday, I was sleeping in my fucking car, okay? And I never thought at my age that I would be going through what I was going through. But life sometimes will knock you down to see if you're going to get up or you're going to stay your punk ass on the floor. So I'm just here to keep it real with y'all. It's all sweet and peaches and cream, giving positivity, but it's going to be hard and it's not going to be easy. And you're going to cry and you're going to go through some shit and you're going to get fucked up. You're going to drink and listen to music and you're going to go for a ride in your car and you're going to go through a lot. My main thing is don't give up. Don't give up because sometimes we got to take those steps backwards just to take a pinky toe step forward. But you just can't give up. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted.
Man, Grace brought the whole New York out of her this time. The whole New York
Gracie,
just came out.
Gracie, I love everything.
Because I just remember what I was going through and the turmoil, and you know how you just in shock. I can't believe I'm going through this. I can't believe this happened. But when you got people that stick by, and then that's another thing. You learn who really is your friend and your family when you going through shit. It's easy to be there when you're popping bottles and hanging out, but it's when you going through stuff. That's when you know who your real peoples are. I was calling people not to borrow money. I was calling people to get my money back that they owed me. And they still turned their backs on me. But you know what? God got me, and the ones that stuck by my side helped me through it. And now I'm on the other side, and I'm still going. I have a good friend that keeps telling me, just keep going. And that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my Nike moment, and I'm gonna keep going.
Well, well, see, Gracie, the main reason why I always do keep
Can I
saying
come?
that because I got you, Daisha. Yes, right after me.
Oh.
The reason why I'm always saying that, just keep
Oh,
going.
okay, cool. Sorry, it was breaking out.
Nah, nah, you good, you good. Is primarily, am I breaking up? Am I clear? I'm breaking
You're
up
breaking up a little bit.
for real.
A little bit.
Am I
Nah,
breaking
Smitty,
up
you
now?
good. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, now
I
I'm
think y'all
making
both
sure.
kind of. Yeah, y'all both good. Y'all both good on my end.
All
I
right,
can hear both of
so
y'all.
so anyway, the reason why I be saying that is primarily because, like, I don't just say that to you, Gracie, and all the other people I say it to. I mean, when I say that, I'm really saying it to myself. You know, that's what I have to keep saying to myself.
I know
You
that's
know,
right. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like being ran over by a train that can take a lot. You know, that could take a lot about you, right? So it's one of the
You
main
could have
reasons
gave
why,
up.
like,
You could have gave up on life,
I
Smitty.
could have easily been curled up in the corner somewhere. You see, but no, I that's the main reason why I came here, and that's the main reason why I go so hard, and that's why I don't like a lot of excuses from folks and everything, because I'm like, yo, listen, I literally was like ran over and dragged by a whole locomotive, a freight train. Okay, and I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I'm sitting here. I'm making plans with my lady in the spring. I'm sitting here. I'm still a father to my child. I'm sitting here. I'm still taking care of my home.
That's
So
amazing,
when I
bro.
hear a bunch of people, that get to griping and crying too much, now I understand we all have our bad days, but like if I can sit here and if I can still have the strength that I have within myself, that's why I be like, I don't want to hear nothing from you. Get your shit together, do what you need to do. Now I know it's not as easy for everybody, right? But the fact is that I do know that that's something that we all do encompass and have within us. Like that's real deal. The main reason why I came to YouTube because I'm like, you know what? Maybe somebody needs to hear from me as far as like what it is that I've been through my journey on this, getting to the point where I can walk again. Because yeah, for those who don't know, I'm not paralyzed the whole nine. So for me to be able to still keep going, that is something that I do believe that is something that should be spread. So when you say that, Gracie, nah, you're dead ass on point. It's not going to be easy, and people don't know, like those really really rough, gruesome, dark moments that you go through yourself when you're going through it. So I do believe that when it comes to that, I guess you can say that like inner motivation, you gotta find some way to dig in yourself and grab it. It's in you. You gotta find a way to get it, and everybody taps into that in a different form. My form in which I tapped into it may not be the same way you do, but it does lie within you, whoever you may be and whatever you may be going through. But I digress. My mic is muted. Daisha, what you got for us, huh?
I just wanted to add that, and actually, what Gracie, you did this on your show, brought out the Bible, and I actually have mine right
Hold
here.
on.
And
No. You good?
No,
I
no,
was trying
Dave,
to be
you can
chocolate.
keep going.
I'm
Keep
sorry.
going.
I'm
My bad.
sorry.
oh,
I could
okay.
have muted my.
No, you good, you good, you good. I just wanted to make sure. But anyway, one thing that I noticed that the Bible says, especially with the classic prayer, like you'll be with me in the valley and you'll be with me in the high places and all that stuff. Well, it never says that God's going to take you out of it. It just says that he's going to take you through it. He's going to be there while you go through it. So that's where, like, when people say have faith, you you really gotta have some faith. Like you said, it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy because if it was, God wouldn't have said he's gonna be with you through it. So that's number one. Number two, there's a Bible verse that says is now okay, there we go. Not only but we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance. Endurance produces character. Character produces hope. And hope does not put us to shame because God's love has poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who's been given to us. But what I like about that is that I like the suffering produces endurance. And that then builds character. And then that then builds hope. So I really like the idea that, okay, no, it's not going to be easy. No, I am going to have dark moments. And I'm saying this from experience too, because I have bipolar. And that brings you to dark moments without even, you can't control it. Like, you genuinely can't control it. But I remember, even though it's not something that I can control, what I can do is allow the lessons to be learned, allow God to get me through it, and really allow it to produce, I know it's not easy, it's easier said than done, but to really give my faith some endurance, because every single time, like, God really does come through in some way. Like, I know that obviously, like Smitty said, God came through. He's alive, he's walking, he's planning. God came through. Gracie, like, you're in a good spot. God came through. So he's always gonna come through. It's just there's something that he needs to teach you in the meantime, whether it is solitude, whether it is having faith with him. That's another thing. Sometimes God allows you to go through something so that you can become closer to him. And I'm not trying to make this a whole religious thing, but my whole idea is that suffering does produce character. Character does help you. Actually, as we were saying with the tree, it does help you sprout. So I just want people to remember, like, God never told you that you won't you'll get pulled out of it. God never told you that you won't have any trials, but he did tell you he'll be with you through it, and you'll build endurance with it. So that's all I wanted to say. I just want to add into that and pull out some my version of facts. So
let me say this.
That's good.
Chocolate.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
Are you there?
Hold on.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, so.
My bad. I just want to say, hey, Grizz, I see you, dog. I see you turn the camera. I see that haircut, dog. I see you, daddy. I see that haircut. That hair looking nice. I see you, dog. Look at my dog. Look at my dog. Look at him. I see you, dog.
Hey, no, I'm going to back. I'm about to get my locks. I'm getting my locks before this year's over, though.
Okay, I see you.
Before the year's over.
Okay.
Nigga, tell me your secret super grow shit, nigga. What the? Okay, all right. From there, nigga said for the year. Okay, now.
Yes, sir. But we got Chocolate up next. Chocolate, go ahead and share what your perspective on. Then we can move on to the next video, y'all.
Yes, hello. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and move it to the next video. I didn't get to see the first one. How y'all doing? Hope all is well.
I'm good. I'm Gucci.
What's up, Chocolate?
Hey,
What's it do? What's it do? So go ahead.
How about you,
Let's,
Johnny? How about you?
I actually miss your feisty ass.
Yeah, let's go to the next song.
All right, make me feel like you like me a little bit. All right, let's go to the next video.
Stop.
Fair use, everybody. Fair use, family. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all are trip. I love
Chocolate,
y'all.
no, we love everybody that stay on topic. Ain't that right, Chocolate?
Oh my gosh.
What? What'd I say? What'd I say?
Fair use, y'all. Fair use.
I'm done.
33-year-old father of 6 is dead after inviting a woman over that he met on Instagram. So look, according to the reports, shortly after the man posted a picture of his new Rolex watch, he received a message from a woman asking him did he want to hang out. The woman told police from the beginning the plan was to rob him. I went through all his pictures on social media and I seen that he had a lot of expensive stuff. He dressed very nice and he had a lot of high-end clothes. And he had a lot of jewelry. So I told one of my friends to come with me and we could take it. And that's what we tried to do. But things didn't go as planned. When we got there, we gave him a drink that was mixed with GHB. It was supposed to knock him out, but He wouldn't go to sleep. So we called two of our male friends to come over and help us. And I stayed in the room with him, pretending like I wanted to sleep with him. And my friend went to unlock the front door so the guys could come in. And when they did, they stabbed him. And we took all of his stuff. And the Rolex watches turned out to be fake. Listen, everybody that's underneath your pictures and your videos when you showing off your new stuff, everybody that hit that like button really ain't happy for you. Some of them hitting that like button because they feeling like I'll look good with that. That new watch he just bought, that'll look good on my wrist. You think they hitting it because they like it for you, but they really like it for themselves. And this man watch was fake. But the people on social media don't know that. So they hitting you up in your DM trying to come over to see what else you got. And she said, I was in the room pretending like I wanted to sleep with him while my girl go to the front door and let the guys in. Man, listen to me. Don't let social media make you feel like you need to post everything. Social media don't need to know where you live at. Social media don't need to know what type of car you drive. It's like we making it too easy for people to hurt us. And one thing I'm starting to see a lot is people inviting people to their house that they just met. I remember at one time your house used to be off limits. You didn't just invite anybody over. Even if it was a female that you just met, you didn't bring them to your house. You ain't got a hotel or something like that. But I guess everything is different now. But different isn't always good. If you ain't rich, you don't need to be on social media posting like you are. You don't need that type of attention. I know you think you do, but I'm telling you, you don't. These people will kill you over those fake Jordans. They'll kill you over that fake purse. A 33-year-old.
Let's build, family. Let's get it.
Okay. I don't mean to sound heartless or cold, but he brought that shit upon himself because he got misled by the little head. I mean, he spoke on so many facts. How do you bring somebody that you barely know where you lay your head and your children lay your head? Your house is your safe haven. You get a hotel. And why is it that us in our community are the most flashiest, want to stunt, want to brag of what we got? You know, the rich look poor and the poor look rich. Why do we do that? Why do we feel the need for validation for what we got materialistic? I look at the context of somebody's character first. I don't care how much money you got, because things like, and the Rolexes was fake. So you just took a life over some fake ass shit, thinking you was gonna bust a lick. This is crazy, y'all. We must stop doing this. We gotta stop stunting. Do we stunt for the Lord the way we stunt for for the social media? Do we stunt for our family, for our marriage, for our relationships? Do we stunt for materialistic shit? And let me tell you, this is coming from somebody who grew up with everything and ended up having nothing. And I'm starting from scratch again. And I'm telling you, it will humble your ass. It really will. And this is really sad that now 6 children are without a father because he was too busy on trying to get laid and not thinking about his safety. And we don't do that anymore. We don't think about our safety. And people tell me, like, Grace, you're too trusting. You're too nice. You got to be more aware. You got to do this. And they're right. The world that we living in right now is not right. There's a lot of changes. You guys want to get laid, go get a hotel room. If you ain't got money to get laid, then you shouldn't be fucking. Okay? Get your money up first. But this is really sad. And it really hurt my soul because now you have 6 kids. Imagine when these kids see this social media thing that their daddy died because he brought in a stranger in the house. Stop doing that and go do your shit in the streets. I had to learn the hard way when I started dating. I don't have guys pick me up at the house anymore because I don't want you to know where I live because I had a stalker situation. Nah, I'll meet you up there, bro. Give me a time and a place and I got you. Y'all fellas need to do the same thing. Don't think that because you're a man that they can't hurt you. Women will set up a dude in a heartbeat. So with that, I digress. My mic is muted.
Man, let me say this real quick. I got to give a shout out and grace you. Man, you filet mignon on that one, sister. Let's go. Ladies definitely first. You feel me? Wait till that
Filet mignon. I like that one.
Hey, wait till them Thursday shows. Them Thursday shows are going to be popping. I'm telling you. I gotta give a shout out, man, to Mrs. Grizz, man, aka Pearl Harris. You know what I mean? Hey, girl, what's going on? Salute to Pearl Harris. I see you in the building. You know what I mean?
So good question though. Before we go to Daisha, I don't know. Am I living up to acting like I was last night, as you said?
Oh Lord, have mercy. With that being said, hold on. Let me give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to Tika. Hey, Tika, what's going on, girl? Salute to Tika. Salute.
What's up, Ting Ting?
Okay. Go ahead, Dash. What you got?
Honestly, I don't disagree with anything. Bro, I think it's pretty obvious that flashiness and gaudiness and the idea of clout is really what gets people in trouble. And then they wonder why they're in trouble. So it's just one of those another thing, like, I'm not a walking advertisement. Like, to me, that's not fashion, that's insecurity, because you have to show everybody that you have money. I love what Grace said when she said rich people look poor. They do. Steve Jobs wore a turtleneck and jeans every single day. He said it was because picking out clothes takes up too much time in his head. It takes up too much capacity. Like, they have other things to do. So all the like holding the money up to the ear and flashing all this stuff, especially like you don't got no bodyguards. You're not Floyd Mayweather walking around with $1 million in a backpack and you got like 10 bodyguards around you. Like, you're not. So to put yourself in that predicament, I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not, because nobody should die over some stupid shit like that. I'm not saying it's his fault that he died, but I am saying he did bring the wrong attention to him. And it's sad because that's the kind of attention that a lot of our community brings to each other. And then they wonder why sometimes they wonder why people get robbed. Like, it's obvious. They see everything because you're flaunting it. So that's kind of my idea there. And then it's just like, especially with the home thing, like, and trying to flex on social media about everywhere that you're being and introducing people to your home. Like, another thing is you're never supposed to post when you go on a trip. I don't know if people like actually do that, but you're never supposed to post as you're on that trip. You're supposed to post after the trip, because people will know that you're not home and they'll try to take advantage of that. So keep that in mind as well. Try not to stay vulnerable in those places and not make yourself vulnerable just by being extra for the attention. Like, I really feel like people I genuinely feel that insecurities is the root of so many things. Like, everything that you think of, ego, power, all that comes from insecurities. So that gaudiness and all that stuff comes from insecurities. So work on yourself.
You know, understand what real rich people are doing. What do they look like? How do they carry themselves if you really want to act like that? And then not don't do things for clout. So those are my opinions. And I'm sorry that he passed away. And I'm sorry that someone, man or female, I'm sorry that someone was so evil that they let money, something even simple, like I think Rolexes are what, like 20 G's? Was that like a car? Like that's
Yeah,
it? You
that
kill
a
somebody over a
car
car?
or SUV sometimes.
Right. Like, so you killed somebody over a car? Like,
Pretty
really?
much. I'm
Like,
gonna play this. Have you seen what's going on in Oakland lately? In the Bay Area? Oh yeah, people getting robbed over some groceries. People getting robbed and killed over a bag of luggage on
wow.
some dumb stuff. So yeah,
Well, see,
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
you know,
purge out here soon.
I hope
the
not. I'm
thing
scared.
is, thing
But anyway,
is,
those are my opinions. Mike is off.
you Gucci fan. So like, I was even talking about this earlier today on the panel. Salute, shut up, right? And it's like, it's just weird how we look at what money is, and it's like how we look at maybe even how a person should operate with money. And everything that this brother right here, in which they spoke about, and definitely living paradise to the black man, right? But this is the primary reason why, like, I keep my shit real neutral. I keep my shit real simple, real everyday. I just make sure I'm presentable. That's the number one thing. Daisha and Gracie absolutely smack on point. People that really got money, they don't flex it by showing you like dollar bills or having to show you, as far as like um whatever it is they can flex on at the bar or some dumb shit like that. No, no, no. People with money, they have property. They actually own things. They're not renting, they're not leasing. People that actually have money, believe it or not, are not always the richest people. People with money are also people that have great credit too, and people that can actually move throughout life. So, this whole thing about, when we talking about who's broke or who's this or that, you know, I can tell you right now, I'm the type of person, like, I purposely and strategically make sure that I move in a fashion in which I want you to think I'm regular. As a matter of fact, yes, I am. Everyday regular, everyday average Joe. And when we keep on trying to like look at everything in life, like you have to move and operate just like everybody else does, that's when you get shit twisted. And usually, from what I know, that's usually the folks that generally have the least. And just like how they said, what did they get them for? They got this dude for some fake Jordans. The J's they got him for wasn't even real. So you did all that. Why? Because somebody did not know themselves well enough. Somebody did not have enough self-assurance within themselves to know, I don't even got to do all this shit for you fuck niggas. I ain't got to do none of that shit. I don't have to do none of that. But at the same time, there are times in life where, some people, they may feel like, maybe they've been pushed to the edge. Sometimes maybe people feel like, this is the only way that I might be able to kind of have a name for myself. We have to remember, not everybody has intellect with them. Not everybody has a patent. Not everybody has a hit song. Not everybody's good on that basketball court. Not everybody is, that bright in school. There are some of us out here, honestly, truly, like, flexing on a, I guess, trinket level is all that some may have to have any kind of name for themselves. And so I don't really necessarily like, you know what I'm saying, try to punch down on them. I just more so pray for them. And I just hope that they're able to seek themselves and find more wisdom within themselves. That's it. But other than that, you know, I mean, I just don't get how we don't learn, how we just don't get it time after time after time after time again. Have you not seen what happens when you get to flexing too hard online? Ain't nothing wrong with showing somebody a little something here and there, a little ain't nothing wrong with that at all. But when you get the real deal, like you just gotta have a money fan. You just gotta have, you know, shit going down your sleeve. You gotta make sure that you have this car right here. You gotta make sure you always have your location on. I mean, it's just the way people move with money lets me know you really know nothing about money. Because if you knew anything really about money, you would know that anybody that really got money don't move in that fashion. Oh yeah, we can flex, we can shit on you all day. But when it comes to truly like social media, what we put out there, the class of people we hang out with, the people we actually be around, all of these things are totally different. Yes, you're going to have to cut off certain friends and relatives when you get money. You can't hang out with just any and everybody when you get yourself a nice couple dollars. And no, you don't have to be the most wealthiest person in the damn world to be that person that they want to get. Like I said, remember the video? They got that man for some fake ass Jordans. And I don't know, maybe what, a couple onions and some gas. Thank you for putting me in my spot. So all I'm saying is it's like, we really need to think about these things and how you move. You did all of that shit, and what did you gain besides losing your life? So that's why me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love my life, my nice little regular ass life. I love the fact that I do simple, quiet things. I love the fact that I have a small circle. I love the fact that I don't have to look over my shoulders. I love the fact that I'm able to just chill. I love the fact that I have financial freedom. I can do things when I want to do them. I'm retired. I'm good, set for life. We all right. All I have to do is not blow the bag. But a lot of people, they wound up doing that. They blow the bag and they blow their life because they just don't know how to move once they get into a certain position in life. But with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. I see we got some more folks in the building. Hold on.
Hold on, Smitty. Hold on, Smitty. Hold on. Hold on, Smitty. Hold on, Smitty. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I got to ride for my dog, Smitty. You know that already. You know what I'm saying? You know that
Salute,
already.
man. Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, what he's saying is that, and I just want to make an announcement. Y'all really can't mess with our team, man. I know y'all other teams is out there, whatever y'all doing, y'all can't mess with our team, dog. All right. So when you start thinking that, please wake up and realize that you can't. All right, that's number one. We untouchable, dog. Y'all truly ain't ready for this dynasty thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're really not. You know what I mean? I'm glad Smitty talked this talk. You know what I mean? I definitely back him up. He know I got his back. He know I'm riding with him. You know what I mean? All the times. No matter where he at, no matter what panel he on, I'm always riding with him. All right? Please understand. Please believe it. All right? You know what I mean? So, Smitty, who we got next, bro? My bad.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Pitt. I appreciate you, my G. Salute. We got on Grizz. Did you go? Because now I was gonna say Simon, because did you talk on this piece in particular, Grizz? Because if so, I want to make sure Simon get up in there.
And no, let Simon go. I can go. I can go after him.
Rock out. You got it, Sir Hectic. Salute.
Yo, salute.
Oh shit. Shit.
I don't come with this shit all the time. I'm trying to work out what the fuck you're talking about.
We love you, Simon. You know we love you, dog.
Yeah. Yo, we brothers. What's the topic, bro? It's me.
What's up, Simon?
What's the topic?
So, you want to play it back for him?
I got him, man. I got him. I got him,
Because there
man. I
are
got
some
him.
people that may just be coming in as well. Go ahead, play the
Yeah,
video
that's it.
back.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
'cause
That's what I'm trying to do. That
Simon's
shit.
just waking up. He's just we got you, Simon. Don't worry.
I got you,
No,
We
Simon.
I'm
I
got
just
you
got
set
saying
back
for
there.
all the people that just linked in right now, like, and didn't catch the
Simon, mute
whole.
your mic. I saw it when he pulled the fuck up. I swear.
Father of six is dead after inviting a woman over that he met on Instagram. So, look, according to the reports, shortly after the man posted a picture of his new Rolex watch, he received a message from a woman asking him, did he want to hang out? The woman told police from the beginning, the plan was to rob him. I went through all his pictures on social media and I seen that he had a lot of expensive stuff. He dressed very nice and he had a lot of high-end clothes and he had a lot of jewelry. So I told one of my friends to come with me and we could take it. And that's what we tried to do, but things didn't go as planned. When we got there, we gave him a drink that was mixed with GHB. It was supposed to knock him out, but he wouldn't go to sleep. So we called two of our male friends to come over and help us. And I stayed in the room with him, pretending like I wanted to sleep with him. And my friend went to unlock the front door so the guys could come in. And when they did, they stabbed him. And we took all of his stuff. And the Rolex watches turned out to be fake. Listen, everybody that's underneath your pictures and your videos when you showing off your new stuff, everybody that hit that like button really ain't happy for you. Some of them hitting that like button because they feeling like I'll look good with that. That new watch he just bought, that'll look good on my wrist. You think they hitting it because they like it for you, but they really like it for themselves. And this man watch was fake. But the people on social media don't know that. So they hitting you up in your DM trying to come over to see what else you got. And she said, I was in the room pretending like I wanted to sleep with him while my girl go to the front door and let the guys in. Man, listen to me. Don't let social media make you feel like you need to post everything. Social media don't need to know where you live at. Social media don't need to know what type of car you drive. It's like we making it too easy for people to hurt us. And one thing I'm starting to see a lot is people inviting people to their house that they just met. I remember at one time your house used to be off limits. You didn't just invite anybody over, even if it was a female that you just met. You didn't bring them to your house. You ain't got a hotel or something like that. But I guess everything is different now. But different isn't always good. If you ain't rich, you don't need to be on social media posting like you are. You don't need that type of attention. I know you think you do, but I'm telling you, you don't. These people will kill you over those fake Jordans. They'll kill you over that fake purse. A 33-year-old
Okay. Did we just play the motherfucking video back and his ass ain't even up here?
Oh man, it's all good.
All right.
Sister Chocolate, it's on you.
Oh boy. Simon, hit Gracie's Cash App. The fuck?
Hey, hey,
Yeah,
can
do
y'all,
that.
This
Appreciate it.
can y'all hear me?
hit Gracie's
Yes,
Cash
ma'am.
App.
Yes, ma'am. Habari.
I
Go ahead, Chop.
listen. I'm a. I feel bad for all involved, and many blessings to his family and his children. I hate to hear that anyone's life is cut short. Now, the journey is what we can control. I do agree that being very flashy and not being self-aware, there's a lack of education when it comes to this. It's not to make an excuse. What I mean by that is, you know how, remember when we was growing up and y'all saw the PSAs? Do you remember PSAs?
Oh yeah.
Right? Came on
Yes, ma'am.
TV
Yeah.
after the cartoons in the morning, right?
I
And
miss them days.
but
Good time.
hold on. Hear me out though. Why did we stop doing that?
I can tell
The
you why.
same. Hold on, real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I'm good with that. Thank you very much. Yes, but I'm gonna keep it short. I promise. I'm not surprised that this man's life was taken. Unfortunately, this is going on everywhere all the time, where we are seeing full out grown crime happening based on what you're doing on social media. Okay. But where is the awareness and the education? Now, we're not going to stop everybody. We're not going to change everybody's mind. It ain't about that. It's about connecting to the ones that you can go, okay, here's the message. Just keep this in mind. If you try to go down that road, here's some realness for you. This is the only time I will do the old lady back in the day moment. I appreciate those PSAs because they were raw. There was no, you know what I mean? There was no like advisory or anything. You understood. You don't put your seatbelt on, something happened. They showed the crash dummies. Like they was really out here doing some psychological damage. It's the same for us. Money, power, and sex. That is what's supported. Here's another man, unfortunately, feeling because he obviously didn't know his worth. That's why he bought all that shit. And so now the value of what it looks like is enough to take somebody's life. And that's happening all the time because there's no awareness. Yeah, you're right. They don't talk about it on the news. They don't talk about it on the mainstream media, how our children, how our women, how our elderly, how our men get bamboozled on the internet. AARP, they let all the old people know. It's like once you get to a certain age, hey, here's another group because we know it's different for y'all. It got lost in translation. We don't. I think that it's sad because it's cliche, but why it's cliche is because it happened all the time. This man feel like what he's grown up to see is flash, flash, flash. So that's what he want, but he want it fast. He don't want to wait. He don't want to figure out if he got a skill. He don't want to do those type of things. Maybe he can. So the best step thing is get this money, show everybody, da 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 da. And I'm banking, and I don't want y'all to think I'm being mean. I'm banking this was not the most attractive young man. That also plays into it because that goes into insecurities. But
Okay.
it's
Okay. Okay.
yeah, y'all got it.
I like that. I like that. I can't lie, Chopper. That is an interesting perspective, and I give you that, sis. I give you that. Kudos to you. Okay, touche. So there's something that since we tapped in on that, there's something I wanted to go ahead and tap in on. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. All right, I'm about to get a little dirty with it. Ladies, y'all be wrong for this shit. That's right. I said it. Okay? Y'all be wrong for this. The way that y'all be going about sometimes, you know, men and us, as far as who gonna be the dad. You know what I've noticed? I've noticed there's a lot of times where there will be a dude, he has a nice job, has some money. And for some reason, they want to pick who they want the dad to be. They may know it's that nasty nigga named Jamal or some shit. But for some reason, they want to make it be the other dude. And I think that's really effed up. And I'm saying it. I think it's really effed up. That's right. Tonight, I'm going there. So without further ado, we are going to play a video. This video is based on a true story. That's right.
Oh,
This video is
Smitty, Grizz didn't get to go. Grizz, did you go or no?
No, I never had the chance to go.
All
Okay,
right, well,
salute
Chris, you
also
go
the
ahead
team.
and go, and then we're going to get to this right here, and we're going to talk about some things, and I also got a few questions and shit like that written
Salute the
down so
king
we can read
speaking
it
with
out.
Coltrane. Salute the king speaking with Coltrane. Salute family. Salute. Glad you pulled up in the building. Salute. Go ahead, Grizz.
I was going to say, you know what? I'm gonna confess my sins right now. So I got a brand new drone. And so I got a brand new drone. I'm playing this. So and this gentleman gave me a free drone because he does real estate photography. You know, we were talking business, talking shop. My silly behind posted on social media, but nothing came about it. By the grace of God. But I'm just saying, but it just goes back to say what y'all was talking about, but never post certain things on social media because you never know who's going to be there and stuff like that. But I just feel sorry for them.
Your drone, Grizz?
No. I'm going to play this. Let them catch my drone. They can catch these. I'm going to play this. They're going to know how much of a Saiyan I really am.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Don't go Super Saiyan on them.
I'm not going to Super Saiyan 4, but anyway.
We don't need damage and property damage to the neighbor's house and shit. You know you can't do no Kamehameha without at least hitting somebody's dandelions, okay? So
I might even do the galley gun.
Yeah, just fly to the desert. Fly to the desert. And if they can't fly and meet you, nigga, they ain't worth fighting. That's how we gonna rock it up, Chris.
But
okay,
yeah, but
go ahead, Grizz. Thomas, share real quick.
So I just want to say that, but basically, I just feel like us as black people, we don't really like, because all right, I know, like, over certain 100 years, we've been slavery and all that type of stuff, and we need to make our mark in society and whatnot. But the thing is, I watch a lot of millionaire videos, literally, like my wife can tell you. Like, my friends introduced me to millionaire videos. I'm actually getting ready to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've actually talked to a lot of people who might be happen to be millionaires. I would never know because just like you said, they dress ordinary and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
but I just
doctors I see drive a Prius.
Yep, or some low key of that nature, and and I just feel like us as black people, we get money, we're gonna go stupid with it. I'm just like, why? And so, like, we want to get the flashy rims, get the Rolex and stuff like that, post on social media and go stupid, whatnot, or what have you. But I just feel like this is gonna sound really kind of insane, but I'm not sorry that happens, because for the fact that you should never really post, like you should know the people around you, know the company that you keep, and sometimes your biggest haters are your closest friends. But yeah, I digress. My mic is muted.
I'm gonna say it like this, man.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hear you, Chocolate. Let me just say what I need to say real quick, and I'm gonna let you.
Oh, I got you.
I have this time to say, and then I'm gonna play the video. Look, man, stunting 101. Now I teach y'all to stunt. My wrist stay rocked up. My bend stay. Hey, listen, man. Look, the stunting 101 thing. Please, y'all, be careful when you're stunting. All right, because anything can happen. You know what I mean? Not everybody. Like the guy was saying in the video. There are people out here who really want to harm you. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Please keep yourself safe. All right. Being a homebody is sometimes the safest place you can be. And sometimes it's the best decision that you can make. It could literally save your life. Okay, and there's nothing wrong being a homebody. Being a homebody is great. You know what I'm saying? Why not enjoy your home? Y'all, a lot of us when we live in major American cities, we paying a lot of money to stay in these houses. So why not be in it? You know what I mean? If you're paying all that money for rent, I don't know how y'all just be leaving a place that you paying so much to stay in. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, enjoy the
Because
ambience of
niggas
your
be
home.
dirty and they don't want to clean up. So instead of cleaning your shit, you rather go pay all this money to go stay somewhere else. See, I know about you filthy motherfuckers.
So enjoy the ambiance of your home. Clean up your home. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man,
Smitty with his
don't be out here.
It's called
Oh,
a Swiffer.
The
oh,
Swiffer.
Mr. Best, I was gonna say
Yeah, man.
one last thing.
Definitely. I'm gonna go to chocolate. And I'm gonna go to you, and then I'm gonna start the video.
All right.
But yeah, please, y'all, please make sure that you are making sure that your safety is first. Grizz, mute your mic real quick. Mute your mic, Grizz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
Can
yeah,
you help
man,
me on that? Can you help me?
yeah, I got you. Hold on.
All right, Grizz got his son turning Super Saiyan in that bitch. Grizz, mute
Yeah,
your mic.
I got him. But yeah, but that's all I gotta say, man. Just please watch as well as pray, as my grandmother like to say. You know what I mean? Chocolate, go ahead, and then I'm gonna get to Grizz. Go ahead, Chocolate.
Well, I just wanted to respond to there was a part said about what we do as Black people with money, right? If you've never had it, what are you supposed to do with it? We don't. Where's that blueprint for anybody in our community? That's always been a question. That one, I see we don't have any financial advisors in the hood, but I bet you I could find an H&R Block down there. So it's like that's a part of it, you know, educating our community so not that it's so much as this won't happen again, but maybe this helps it go down. Maybe people ain't so quick to be taken advantage of and know what to do with their money and have options, even at that level, meeting them where they are. That's it.
Okay.
Grizz, you got one more point, Grizz. Go ahead and make your last point, Grizz.
Okay, so I forgot to say, I think it was Miss Chocolate who said about the TV programs and like why people do what they do and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play this. So anybody who was born in the '90s, born in the '80s, raised in the '90s. You know, we had Eat the Cat and Power Rangers and X-Men and all that jazz. We had Fox and play this. So if anybody has read this, they legitimately took off everything because they really want to make us dumb and stupid because they want to make us robots. And so it's literally it's a sickening type of plan that they have in place. So that's why you don't really see all these walk across the street, all these things about looking both ways before you cross the street, know how to do this and do that, say no to strangers. We don't see none of that no more because I don't know what the agenda is, but I can let you know. That the people, the powers that be that run the entire world, literally the entire world, have a certain agenda. But yeah, I just want to put that out there. But I digress. My mic is mid. I holla.
I holla, my G. Okay, now I'm loving it. So yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take some time. Like I said before, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, it is based on a true story. That's right. This is based on a true story, and I just personally, I believe this is not right. It's foul, and I'm going there. That's right. I said it. I'm going there, and we about to rock out on this. So we're gonna see what's going on with this right here. I got a few questions as well lined up, and we're gonna see what we got. With no further ado, I digress. My mic is muted. Roll it.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, fair use. All right, let's get it going.
Ooh, best friend chicken.
Best friend, I'm pregnant.
By who?
That's the thing. It's between Jamal and Michael.
Girl, if you don't name that baby Jamaica. and flip a coin for responsibility. Heads Michael, tails Jamal. Girl, you're smart. Flip it up. Heads Michael the Pappy.
I knew he was. I knew it. Hello, Michael.
What's up?
I'm late.
Ooh, quarter dirty girl. It's tails.
Happy birthday, boy. You thought I was gonna forget?
My birthday was 4 months ago, girl. What you talking about? Hello.
Jamal,
What's up?
I'm late.
Where you gotta be?
I'm pregnant.
No. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to be a dad.
I'm ready too. Let's name him Jamichael.
Jamichael. Yeah, I like
I
that.
like that.
Ooh, bed.
Now we're gonna talk about this bullshit tonight.
I'm
That's
done.
God.
We're gonna talk about this bullshit based on a true story. Now, okay. First and foremost, what I want to know is this. This is what I want to know. Okay. What I want to know is, how do y'all get to the point where, ladies, please, Gracie, I don't know, Daisha, maybe you can tell me something. Ladies in the chat, help me out, because I'm just baffled. Okay. All right. Why is it that even when it comes down to if that's my baby, and let's just say, for example, I'm old ugly ass Earl. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm old ugly ass Earl. Why is that if it's my baby, I possibly have to have some other man be the option to be the father? Why do women do that? Because I would say this, men, we don't have an option. If we get you pregnant, I can't just be like, I want it to be her. No, the baby's in you. So I don't have no option. So I don't think it's fair for us to not have an option. I don't think that it is right. That's right. I don't think it's right. And only thing I'm saying is that when it comes down to who is the dad and things of that nature, I just want to know, ladies, can you just tell me, why do ladies sometimes try to pick the man that they feel is a better suit, even though they know the dude that's not a better suit may more than likely be the dad? Why do women do that?
Grace, it's on you, Grace.
Resources. Oh, I'm
Grace,
sorry.
it's
Go
on
ahead.
you.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm talking from the outside in.
Of course you are.
It's it's a survival mechanism. You know, it's busting a lick. Who got the bigger bag? Who's going to be able to take care of the baby better? I mean, women use kids as pawns and as meal tickets. So of course you're going to get the one. First, you're going to try to get the one that has the most money.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if that doesn't work, you're going to try to get the one that has the best dick. You know, if you ain't getting money, at least you can lay it down right. And then if that don't work, you're going to get the square, the simp, who's dumb enough to fall for that bullshit. But again, Smitty, I know it sucks and I know it's horrible, but again, a lot of men, you know, the chick got 3 kids from 3 different other men, but then you shooting up the club. So men got to take accountability too. I'm not saying stop having sex, but stop making babies with trifling ass women. A lot of it is self-inflicted to the men, and women can see that weakness. Women can smell a simp from 10 miles away. So it's an easy prey. So if we know that women are doing that, then you need
Michael
to.
Was the simp? She was
What do you
all
mean?
happy and shit. Like the dude who she wanted to be the father was the simp, or the dude who accepted the fact that his possible son is about to have half another nigga's name?
The second dude, because he accepted it. I mean, y'all men need to start asking for paternity tests. Y'all need to really be checking the timeline.
Because the other one had the whole Michael, and his shit just got jugged.
I mean, men got to take more accountability. Because again, a life
He just
starts
got the
with
gym.
y'all. Life starts with y'all. And if you already know you don't have no options, if you already know the court system is against you, if you already know it's all about busting the lick, then you have to take precautionary steps. I always say this on my channel. Men, protect your money, protect your seed, protect your last name, and protect your peace. Go get you a bottle of lotion and do the 5-finger discount versus fucking some hood rat, and now your 5 minutes of passion will cost you 18 years of child
You
support.
need to get that on the bathroom plaque.
Hey, that's true.
You need to get that on the like on the bathroom plaque. Just one of those love, live, laughing type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
You
trying,
have all of those quotes. I will hang that shit up in my bathroom. I shit you not.
but seriously, men got to do better too. It's not all you know. You guys know I'm an advocate for men, but and I said this last Tuesday on Black Unfiltered Network. Shout out to him. You guys got to take accountability. Stop standing on the sidelines and take more control of your dicks, your money, your seed, and your peace. Because a woman is only going to do to you what you allow her to do. I digress. My mic is muted.
Respect. Chocolate. What you got? What you got? I know you got a best friend that do that shit. Don't even lie, Chocolate.
Who got a best friend that do what?
Never mind. I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, you did.
I was talking to this
Anyway, to answer that question,
you know he's trying to ruffle your feathers.
Oh,
you know
listen.
that.
Hold on. Listen.
What?
My feathers are not ruffled, so we are okay. Thank you, love. No. I know you're right. You got it. I wish 100%. But since it doesn't affect me, kind of like the Super Saiyan moment, I'm okay tonight. So we got this.
Okay,
so
good.
to your answer your question, do I know of scenarios like this? Yes. Have I seen them go both ways? A few ways, actually. My thing is to what? Hold on, sir. Okay. What I find.
Turn your camera off.
When I think about this, when I go, okay, well, where again does if a man is gonna be with, there has to be an issue why he willing to gamble and sleep with women without protection. I don't understand why men haven't advocated for male birth control. The condom company said that men overall in the United States, 37% of them said, hey, I ain't wearing them. That's a lot of people. And I think that when we have that side of it, it's like, okay, well, yes, okay, if we're going to give everybody their plate of accountability, here you go. We know what happens when you lay down and do the hunker chunker with somebody. There is some things that may happen right in that moment. This is all we all know. This is how we keep getting here. But people keep doing it. It's the definition of insanity. But they do it anyway. It's like knowing if I run a red light, I take a chance of getting a ticket. But people do it every day. So again, it comes down to education. It comes down to self-awareness. I mean, yes, it may sound corny into what the gentleman Grizz said earlier about missing the days of those cartoons and the different messages. Well, guess what? Somebody took their hand off the wheel when it came to the little darker children in the background. There was no substitutes to this. We had nothing. We watched what was available to us, and if you was fancy and had cable, you got to see some extras. Again, all just listening to this, all of it plays into one another. We link up with each other based on so many categories, but we know the answer because we've seen it done before. How many men, whether you know them or not, or read about them or not, how many men we know been taken like this? You don't gotta know them personally, but we know these cases ain't ain't low, it ain't uncommon. That's scary. But when you have no self-awareness, who looking out for where the brothers that should be looking out for the other brothers? Like, hey, yo, check it out. Let me check this girl out for you, sir. Let's see if this person is what they is. Let's use our computer tech wizardry, help each other out so that you can pick up if they are catfish or some craziness. The tools is out there. It's again education,
Yeah,
bringing options to people. And I digress. Y'all got this.
I like that. So very briefly, because I did promise her, so I like to be a man of my word. So we got a question from the also lovely Keith Renee. All right. So this question right here is for the panel. So we're gonna start off with, matter of fact, we're gonna go to Daisha. Are you there? Are you there, love?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, so I want you to start off with this since you didn't get a chance to speak on the last one. You'll start it off and we'll just go around the panel from there, whoever wants to tap in. So the question is this, question to the panel. Can a person have insecurity and pride at the same time? At the
Oh,
same damn time.
absolutely.
Talk about
Absolutely.
it, sis. Talk about it.
Absolutely. Because all insecurity is that you want to be better. You want to be better in some kind of way. So even when it came to the unfortunately the guy who passed away, he was insecure. And why? Because he had to flaunt that he was better than what he thought he was. That's pride. Pride
Mm-hmm.
and ego kind of coincide, and both of those get you messed up. So yeah, insecurity can come with pride, or no, pride is an excuse me. Insecurity does come with pride because you're looking to stroke your ego so you can feel better. That's why I say, as
Really? Insecurity comes with, oh, interesting. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
yeah, it
Interesting.
does. It does. Because
Okay.
think about
All
it.
right.
Think about it. Pride is your ego, right? And if I'm insecure
Okay.
about something, I need something to stroke my ego. So I try to go to power, and then you go to money. Money is power. You go
Mm-hmm.
to money. Money is influence. That's all ego. All that's ego. And because you're in your whole idea of you need validation from others. So how you get validation for others? You try to show that you have influence, you have power, you have money. So that's all pride. So to me, insecurities are the root of a lot of stuff. And yes, I think when you are I think there's a difference between being prideful and just being not proud as in pride, but like prideful as in like, man, like I just had an accomplishment. That's great. You feel me? Like I'm proud of that. That's one thing. But
Okay.
having pride as in like ego, like you're not gonna tell me anything, like I'm the greatest person alive,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. Not saying that, all people who say that are insecure. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, if you're what do you say?
Nothing. Keep going.
Oh, okay. So
Forgive me.
yeah, I'm not saying like you can't gas yourself up, but a lot of times when you're hella insecure, that pride comes out a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
those are my thoughts. I digress. My mic is muted.
I love it. Reach. Like you already know. Who wants to tap in on that? The floor's open on that. So we ain't even gonna go in no order. Chocolate, Grizz, Soap, Gracie, what y'all got? I got my piece on it.
Ladies, any ladies want to go first?
Grace, it's
I
on you,
got it.
Grace.
I'll go.
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure the ladies go first. I can tap in on that.
Absolutely, you can be insecure and prideful at the same time, because being insecure and getting your ego stroked is going to turn you into a prideful person. And being too prideful is you're trying to cover up some insecurities. I have been friends with some of the most beautiful women, and they're thin and they're beautiful, and they have the. I was so shocked to see how insecure they really are. I'm like, you're perfect. I'm the chunky one over here trying to lose the weight. But it's amazing. You'll see the most richest guy still be insecure, but he has to walk around prideful. He can't let nobody know. That's a weakness. And it's yes, Smitty, you can absolutely have both. They both interchange with each other because one fulfills the other and one empties the other. So it's sad. And we all have insecurities, and that's okay. But it's how we handle those insecurities. It's what matters. And being too prideful will bring you down because it's not good to have too much pride. So with that being said, I'm not going to drag it because I know we got a full panel and we got some more shit to roll out. I digress. My mic is muted.
Respect. Okay, now, Chocolate, you want to tap in on that before I go?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
okay,
sorry.
now, just making sure. Okay.
I want to make sure I answer your question. Oh, yeah, I got you. So, to me, I completely agree with that. Of course, yes, you can have several emotions and several things going on at one time. Your brain is just like your physical body.
Women can.
I'm sorry?
I don't know why I had to say that. I just did. Go ahead. My bad. I just bugged out. I'm back.
Okay, so with that being said, your body is just like your mind. If you grow up with your body being bruised and beat up and you go through things, it's going to have effects on you later in life. It's the same thing mentally. If the different things that are happening in your life are hitting on several different things, to what she said earlier, your insecurities, flashbacks to what may or may not have happened to you, being bullied or feeling that you're less or not knowing your worth, just whatever the dynamics of it may be, can lead a person to do certain things. So I again say, it should be, I don't know, how should I put it? Again, I say there should be support for that. Is this a lot? It's a lot. And y'all got it.
And I'm gonna tap in briefly and then I'll let you get in there, Grizz. And so what I come to when I hear that, so can a person have insecurities and pride at the same time? To me, it takes me right to the saying, closed mouths don't get fed. So what I hear when I hear about, insecurity and pride, what comes to my mind is the individual who knows that they have certain flaws. They know that there may be certain things that they may have to work on, let's say. They're around an individual who really can help them get that together. Either from not wanting to ask at all and being too stubborn and wanting to be able to say, I can do it all myself, and or the person who may have had bad experiences from asking for help in the past and it's thrown in your face, or people try to hold shit over your head the whole night. For whatever reason, that person doesn't want to ask for assistance. So what I see more than anything, like at least when I hear that, can a person have insecurities and pride at the same time? I would definitely say yes myself. And I more so see that is the person who just refuses to receive assistance more than anything. So yeah, basically closed mouths don't get fed. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. Grizz, so what you got for that?
Hold on, Grace. Are you wrapped up in a blanket? You gotta. Okay.
Why'd you do that? So, damn. Okay.
She was wrapped up in a blanket. I'm sorry.
Come back, twin. Come back, twin.
Yeah.
Rock your snuggie, girl. Rock your snuggie.
Oh, she was in the snuggie? Okay.
Rock your snuggie.
I want to fall asleep on the stream again. You know what I mean?
She had the turtleneck edition. Yeah. That was turtleneck edition.
Okay.
Turtleneck snuggie.
Let me say this. I think
that thing like that. I'm gonna order me one.
I think
Nah,
I
I
think
ain't
that
lying though.
when it
I'm
comes
dead
to
ass.
when it comes to pride, when it comes to pride and ego, we just got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? And we just have to just check out like our pride and ego at the door. Well, our
Mm-hmm.
insecurities and our pride at the door, and we have to have an understanding. Thank you. That we are, we as the people, we sometimes, what I mean, we don't when we are struggling with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a hoodie. I thought she was wrapped up in a cover. My bad.
No, I'm
You know what
about
I
to
mean?
walk Biggie and it's cold outside.
Got you. But yeah, man, like we just have to be just mindful and careful of just certain things that we allow in our environment that will influence our perception of ourselves and the people around us. You know what I mean? If we're not
Mm-hmm.
doing that, then of course we're just dealing with all these type of different energies and feelings because we're not being aware of our surroundings. We're not being aware of what we watch. We're not being aware of how much sunlight we get, how much water we drink, fruits, veggies, being outside, connecting with people that actually will encourage us and reading things that will encourage us, right? All these things play a factor into how we view ourselves and view the things that's going on within ourselves. So we got to be mindful of that so that we can keep our confidence high and not allow our what I mean, not become self-centered or not become prideful. You know what I mean? So that's all I got to share on that one. Grizz, it's on you, bro.
From growing up in East Oakland, I had what was it? Pride in what else? Smitty, what was it? It was pride in what else?
Yes. Can a person have pride and insecurities at the same
Yeah.
time?
Okay. Okay. I
Yes.
appreciate that. Thank you. So being
Respect.
I from a person who get picked on, I use my pride I use my pride as I use my pride as a shield. I used it because for the fact I used to get picked on a lot. So I would have a persona of I know everything when in fact I didn't. And so that all that masked my insecurities from the way that I looked, the way I carried myself. I had no respect for myself. I really didn't really care about any. There was a time I didn't care about nothing, and I was too stubborn to even ask for help and stuff like that. But as time went on, I actually learned how to, little bit by little bit, dip my shovel into my insecurities and my pride, and like basically put it in another jar and throw it away. But yeah, in the words of Pyro from X Men Part Two, I'm the worst one. So yeah, I definitely agree that a person can have it, but also too, also feel like it's what you do with your pride and insecurities. Are you going to use it as a shield, or are you going to use it just show off, or are you going to be ignorant about it? But I digress. My mic is muted. I'll holler.
Okay. So what you got? Because I got a question I do want to propose that I've been kind of wanting to ask people for quite some time. What do you have on that, sir? So, okay, so it might be gone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move forward. I want to ask this question. I want to propose. Gracie, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Daisha, you there?
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. Chocolate, you there?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
here.
All right. All right. All right. Respect. All right. So I want to ask this question. Okay. I want to ask this question because I'm really curious about this because I noticed that we do have a lot of people who are hurt, right? We hear that a lot. You're hurt or you need to heal. We hear a lot of talk about how people need to go to therapy. Okay, cool. So you know what I'm wondering? Because I hear a lot of these things are things that, people talk about from like childhood trauma, things of that nature. So my question I propose this evening is, does time really heal all wounds?
Hey,
That's
Smitty.
something that I definitely
Damn, that's
have
a good
been
question.
Smitty, before you move on
honestly.
to that, can I go and reiterate on the question that I asked about the pride versus insecurity? Just real quick.
Oh shit, Key. Oh, girl, I ain't even see you pop up. What's going on? Okay, hold on. First, I gotta introduce you. Damn it. Okay, everybody. We would like to welcome the oh so lovely Key Renee to the stage. Stage. So, Kai.
Clap, clap,
Um,
clap. Hey, sis.
What's going on?
what's going on,
What
fam?
up?
Okay, now thank you so much for coming through. As a matter of fact, yes. Before we
Hey,
move
family,
forward,
welcome,
since
welcome
you're
to the
here,
podcast. Salute.
yeah, this is so this is the lovely person in the chat who proposed that question. So you go ahead and you can give us your take and you can reiterate it and give your spill on it and we can rock out from there. Go ahead, rock out.
Okay, so the reason why I asked the question was because of that video about the guy who got robbed, right? And I feel like the reason why I say can somebody have insecurity and pride at the same time is because automatically when we think of pride, we think of something that is bad, right? Because there's scriptures that says that pride comes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a great fall. And everyone looks at pride as something that is just so bad, like it's egocentric, like, oh my gosh, like I'm better than you, I have more than you. But there's a different side of pride too. Sometimes with pride, like if you look up the definition of pride, there comes like, I'm proud of the accomplishments that I've made. I'm proud of what I've done for myself. I'm proud of the work that I've put in. So I think there's two different forms of pride. There's a negative and there's a positive side of pride. So I don't think it's all wrong. But I feel like that's very important to touch on because a lot of times people that are the good pride end up not wanting to look like the person that has the negative pride, and they stay in situations that make it look like that they have no common sense, like they lack awareness, they lack any kind of like protection, because I don't want to come off looking like I am better than anybody, so let me hang in this kind of neighborhood, or I got all this money, I got all this, I dress nice, like I don't want to. I'm not the type that says you can't dress nice if you're rich, or you can't dress nice if you can't have a nice car. I feel like people should be able to do what they want to do with their money, but there's a certain level of common sense that needs to come a part of it. But a lot of times, especially in our community, we see a lot of rappers, like the majority of the young rappers that are getting killed is because they are like, oh, I don't want to leave my hood. I don't want to leave my neighborhood. I don't want to act like I'm better than somebody else. So they take on that negative pride mentality instead of realizing the positive pride is that I earned this. And now that I earned this and I'm proud of my accomplishments, I need to separate myself from this because, I've worked hard for this and I deserve to be different. I deserve to not have to stay in the same kind of environments as people who don't care, people who did not do what they were supposed to do, that with life and things was handed to them. So the reason why I asked that insecurity is the same thing. I mean, can you have insecurity and pride at the same time? Is because I think a lot of us, not a lot of us, but that's one of the major factors when people are flashy. I think it's like, I think a lot of them may not be insecure, but they may have like a certain like negative. They may have like a certain negative pride where it's just like not a negative pride, but they may have the mindset like
A
I don't
trait.
want to
Yeah.
be like better
No,
than
I
anybody
would
else.
say
You know
negative
what I'm
pride
saying?
is arrogance. Would you say that falling into arrogance?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
So I think
I
that's
think
something that
those
should be touched.
are
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead. And I just wanted to say what I love. I like that you came up and broke the context down on the question that you asked, because there's a spectrum of it. We all have pride. We all have these things. These are those universal things. Now, how much of it do we have in us that is utilized in our personalities day to day? It depends on the imprinting of our surroundings. And I just wanted to add that piece to it. My bad. Go ahead, y'all got it.
No, that's how I just wanted to add that part in there because that was my reasoning. Because I think a lot of people get, like the question was asked, well, what do you do? It needs to be educated. What do people do when they have new money? I think a lot of it is that survivor's remorse that they face, that they don't want to be prideful. They don't want to be like, I'm better. And you are. Like, it's not that you're a better person, but can we start patting ourselves? I think that's one thing we don't do in the community enough. We don't give ourselves enough accolades and enough like claps and applauses for the stuff that we've overcome and the stuff that we've done that separates us from a lot of people. So we want to hide underneath the cloak of, I don't want to be prideful, I want to be humble. But there's a good pride where it creates a common sense in you that doesn't allow you to be in these certain situations that brother was in. Like, even though
I
his
would
stuff was
call
fake,
good pride
but
self-assurance and confidence, and I would call bad pride arrogance and ego.
yeah, agreed.
Respect. Rock out.
Okay, well, I'm done now.
All right, now. I love it. Nah, real shit, real shit. Nah, I love that shit. All right, so look, I mean, so basically, getting to where we was at on this, right? And thank you so much for showing up, Sister Kai. Appreciate you. Come up anytime. Gracie, we're gonna start with you, and let's see what we got on this one right here, because I'm also curious about this question right here. Considering we hear a lot of people talk about their, past traumas from childhood and everything else, we know that we are walking around a lot of hurt ass people. It's a lot of people you can tell you real salty about some shit that I don't have nothing to do with. This shit happened to you years ago, relationships ago, jobs ago, okay? Grades in schools ago. But for some reason, decades later, for some reason, you real bitter. And you take it out on me, and you take it out on a lot of people. And I just be curious about this. So I'm just wondering. We be thinking about this, and because we say it a lot, and I'm proposing that question to reiterate one more again. Okay, now, with my proper ass. Gracie, and we're going to go down the line. Does time truly heal all wounds?
Time heals some wounds, not all, because some wounds are so deep that without the therapy, without doing the work, ain't no time in the world gonna heal that wound. Then we got to deal with generational curses, because it's so taboo in our melanated community about going to therapy that we just refuse to go, and we keep going into these vicious cycles over and over and over again. That you're right, we got a lot of hurt people out here, and hurt people hurt people. You got a lot of healed people out here and still trying to live and grow. And yes, time heals. Just to blend it, time heals wounds, but they don't heal all wounds. You got to do the work. You got to do the work too to heal. Time is, time is not just gonna. Time is a contributing factor to healing, but you got to do more work to it. But a lot of us just don't believe in going to therapy or talking it out or just doing different shit. Some people just don't know how to heal. And that's why, thank God, we have YouTube and we have content creators who maybe they listen to me or you or anybody, and we could have helped somebody, and we just don't know how we're helping somebody just by saying some words. So with that being said,
do some people not know how to heal, Gracie, or do you think they just don't have the tools and resources and able to recuperate and rejuvenate?
all of that put together, Smitty. They don't know. They don't have the. If you don't know, how do you know where to go to get the help? If you don't know who's there willing to help, if you don't know, and it's our responsibility, and that's what's required of God, is to love thy neighbor. If I see that you're hurt, and I know how to help you, why not help? Why not help? I'm not saying you gotta do everything, but at least lead them in the right directions. Give them a phone number. Hey, I know this person. They might be able to help you. Any little thing may help. You never know. You never know. We can't give up on each other. Now, there's some people that just can't be saved. They so lost in the sauce. You can only help those that want to be helped. Not everybody's going to be fit to go on this journey. Many will perish. you know, but we can't give up on each other. We're too valuable for each other. So with that, like I said, I'm not going to be long-winded. I digress. My mic is muted. Holla.
Okay, now holla. So you want to get in there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stop
we got one more video, and it's gonna be a bombshell. All right.
Let's do it.
Before we go to the next video, I gotta speak on it if possible.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you mean something else? Oh, you mean this topic?
You're talking about the topic.
No, everybody's about to get in.
Okay,
Yeah.
because he said
We gonna
after
go
he.
around the board. No. Everybody's getting in on this before we go to the video.
Okay, because he was like, yeah, I'm
Oh
about to
yeah,
go to the video.
Now
I
we
said,
going
wait a
down the
minute.
line. Chocolate next. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, chocolate next. You and then Grits.
No, you good? Okay, I just want to be clear.
Read.
See.
Oh, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, baby. You got it. I'll go last.
No, ladies first. Go ahead.
Oh, let me just speak real quick, y'all.
Don't y'all strip my man Grizz at being a goddamn gentleman. Go in front of the man if he say go. He's holding the door. He's holding the door.
Real quick. Let me say this real quick. You know what I mean? You know, I know I haven't really talked that much, but let me say this. I think that, man, when somebody cuts you so deep, sometimes it's just hard to really forgive them. I ain't gonna front, man. Some people cut me real deep in my life, but it's hard for me to forgive. I know y'all see me, you know, joking and laughing on here and having fun, but on some real stuff has happened to me, so it's hard for me to let it go. You know what I mean? Like, it's some real deep scars. You know what I mean? And I'm processing through it. Maybe one day I will forgive them, but nah, man. Like when you know that I'm at at the bottom, and you throw dirt on me, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't something I could just let go. You know what I mean? Because I know that you really don't care about me. You know what I mean? Like you made it evident, and once you make that evident, then yeah, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like I said, maybe I'll grow to get to that point. You know what I mean? And I'm trying. I'm fighting every day. All my friends and people that's close to me, they know I'm fighting every day to be better. But it is a struggle. You know what I mean? And the struggle is I'm always struggling with my former self and then who I'm being right now as a man. That is always a struggle. You know what I'm saying? As Grace said, you know, fighting to be graceful. You know what I'm saying? And not be so gangster. But yeah, you know what I mean? That's a big thing, man. And you know, I like people that really encourage me, like somebody like Grizz. Grizz encourages me a lot, man, and just stay focused, stay positive, you know what I mean, and do what I gotta do. But we're gonna go to Chocolate, then we're gonna go to Grizz, then we're gonna go to Daisha last. Go ahead, Chocolate.
Okay, question one more time. Please ask it. Just the question.
Oh,
Can time heal all wounds?
Right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. To what Grace had said earlier. Now, you know, in some cases it does. But what I see in society shows that it doesn't. The criminal actions and the things that we do to each other as human beings, we see that if you don't have any coping skills or an ability to know what the issue is, and then once you do recognize it, where do you go? Who do you talk to? Because when we also remember that we are in the melanated lifestyles of, black and brown. We don't crack. We don't show our emotions. We started learning that as children.
Yeah.
So we were taught to hold the most horrible and heinous things, or to, as Grace has said earlier, you gotta be afraid if you got nice things. I remember my mom used to tell me, if you got nice shit in your house, don't move in during the day.
Yep.
And but one thing about some black and brown parents, they'll say some shit like that, but won't break it down. And then you're like 9 years old trying to okay.
Yeah.
So you saying
So you said.
Yeah, right. So I guess it's like, again, I'm gonna just keep hammering it. We don't educate each other like that, because if everybody is on, because this is where I land, I promise. How is it that we want people to be open when we are also the same group of people who stay out of other people's business?
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't put yourself out there. You got that dynamic too. So it's like, oh, well, they just don't want to. We don't know. I'm not inside your mind. I'm not inside your body. It's going to be based on your words and your actions. Now, if they don't meet the criteria, what need to be happening, I need to be self-aware enough to go, okay, well, you got to go. We warned you, just, okay, you don't want to act like you got to go. But we have to get to the place of empathy for an understanding there is a lot of people who did not get the things that we even just us. Think about the conversations we have out here with other people. Think about how many times you don't talk to somebody and been on a panel and you're like, oh wow, that man, that lady, they special. Glad that ain't me. You know, and that was the attitude. So it of course it's hard for people of our generation before us and the millennials and the Gen Xers. That's why we don't say shit. So we drink, we become promiscuous, we smoke, anything to numb all of that, because you're telling me I gotta put all that shit away, and if I pray it's gonna leave. Well, sometimes it don't. And then it shows, and then we take our hands off people and go, well, you know, you just don't want to change. And that's not the case. You know,
Sometimes
that's really
change.
Of course, but if you feel safe and comfortable, that even within that judgment, of course we judge each other. But again, it's a spectrum. Grace could be like, I don't like her voice. She could be like, I wish she was shut up, right? She could, I mean, like for real, like that's how she could feel.
That's funny.
It don't change the fact that this is still my voice, right? It don't change the fact I'm still running my mouth. She just don't like it.
Right.
Now that's a spectrum. Now let's say Grace says she don't like my voice, and then she start making videos about me.
Damn.
Like, you know, she don't brush her teeth and she got dentures. You see what I'm saying? Like the spectrum, right? It can get, and we see it all the time. So I think that's why I keep saying, like, we see it in front of us. So the left, right, back, forth, sideways, everybody done something that's the same as you or like you. That's why we like YouTube, because the connections are, you're in reality like I am. But guess what? We really don't know what reality we are behind these avatars and behind the webcams.
Right.
So we on a trust factor. Now we won't say that because you trust that I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. You trust that I'm going to get in my car and drive right so you can get where you got to go. I'm going to trust that the lights is going to come on because the man at the generator plant went and flipped the switch. You know, we are connected in so many different ways, and then we put all of this on us and then go, well, why are you acting like that? But then when I say, well, can I talk to you about X, Y, and Z? Now you looking at me sideways. So you got two generations of people who have gone through this on a majority scale. And I digress. I apologize. I wasn't trying to ramble, but that's it. I land there.
Miss Chocolate.
No problem.
Hey, Miss Chocolate. Yes, sir. Miss Chocolate, first of all, don't ever apologize for being who you are. If you feel like you have to go on a rant, sometimes God is saying, you know what? I need to say this right quick.
Don't bring God into her rants. That's all you, Chocolate. You just do what the fuck you do. Don't you bring God into this shit. Don't do that. You just do what you doing, Chocolate.
Yes, man.
All right, may the Lord have mercy on us all. May the Lord have mercy on us all.
Thank you.
No, but I'm like this. For me, okay, so I don't know if any of you believe in this or not. So between junior high and high school, I've had a lot of premonitions about people dying and stuff like that, and they all came true. The most recent, like some of y'all know about this. So the most recent death that I've ever that I predicted was the softest one, but it was the hardest one to take. It was my sister. That will never ever heal at all.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So I'm gonna play this. When you have literally had a telepathic, when you had an empathic and telepathic connection to someone who means a lot, I'm playing this like hypothetically, if she was alive today, she can be in China or Japan. I know exactly where she's at. She wouldn't even have to tell me. The most freakish thing that she's ever done was I'll call her and she's like, brother, what's the matter? I'm like, wait, hold up, how you doing? But I mean, that, and also too is like about time healing our wounds. Like I know people from the hood who don't even talk to me no more for whatever reason. I might pass them up and say hi, whatnot, whatever. But I'm gonna keep it pushing. I might just stop and say what's up, what's going on. But honestly, for people to just say, honestly, for people to say, not say, you're not talking no more. You're trying to say hi. What's good. Checking up on them, like what's good, what's going on. But that's like they don't know you. I'm like, oh, what's okay? It's like that. So I mean, I would say yes and no. It depends on the severity of the certain situation. Like somebody dying, or if someone's, or if you had like a 50 Cent type of thing where the person shot you, left you for dead, robbed you, and took everything. Of course you're not gonna forgive them. But I'm about to land this right here. But it's just for the fact that, and also too, I've died before. And prior to that, I've come close to death several other times before that and after that. So it's just kind of hard for me. So I'm actually going through therapy through a friend of mine. But yeah,
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you really truly believe?
Uh-huh.
One more time. Hey, Grizz, do you really truly believe?
I believe what? I'm sorry. I'm
believe in God, believe in the afterlife.
Yes. Yes. I have been there. Yes.
Oh, wait. So, okay. Calm down. Let's not go back just yet. Let's not go back just yet. Stay here. I got a message first. Okay. All right. So, when you were speaking about how you and your sister, like you said, man, it don't matter if she was here or Japan. Man, like, it was like telepathy. You being a true believer, as you say, that's why I have to make sure I ask you. You being a true believer, you should know. When her spirit reached the collarbone, he ascended.
You're right.
When that took place, right? If you were able to, in this physical world, which in the flesh and the body, we are imperfect. When we shed this shell, that is when one becomes weightless, and that is when one becomes forever. So you should know that you all's connection actually should be a lot deeper. See, the thing is, you got to know how to transform and transfer the relationship. See, you got to move into that next room with her.
It's actually funny that you said that.
Trying to go about it. Hear me?
Oh, sorry. Yes, sir. My bad.
You can't keep going about it the same way that you have before. And the same way that you have before was in a physical sense. You have to recognize that she has shed the physical shell. That vessel is no longer, but she forever is. So all you have to do, see, now what she's waiting for you to do is to tap into that inner. See, now you got to go back. When you go back inside yourself, then there will be little things around you here and there, sparks and little nits. And for some reason, when these little sparks and little nits hit, it's always such at the right time in your life when you needed it to hit the most. And trust me, you'll be reminded that he's right there with you. So I just wanted you to keep that piece with you. But with that being said, I digress. My mic is getting rock out.
I appreciate much love, brother. Definitely. It's kind of fun that you even said that. For an interview he's seen Star Wars, when she died, actually even to this day, it's like as if her spirit, literally, I can literally see and feel her spirit like right next to me. It's like, okay, you're doing the Star Wars thing. I know you're here. You're good. But yeah, I digress. My mic is muted. I'll holler.
I want to read this real quick. We need to stop saying that time heals all wounds because it sets an unrealistic expectation and standard for us because we start blaming and questioning ourselves when it doesn't happen fast. What's your take on that?
Okay, so first of all, I don't feel like time heals all wounds, but I do feel like time helps us to be delicate with our scars. So, what I mean by that is, excuse me, things are going to happen, right? And there's going to be a time where there's going to happen. There's going to be a time where all of that trauma is going to boil up, like we all said, and come out in all these different negative ways, right? But there's a couple things. One, we have to take, I'm not going to say that, but what I am going to say is I think we need to take more responsibility on our mental health because with all due respect, we know when something is wrong, right? I sometimes I don't like it when people say, oh, I have no emotion, but they're always angry. Like anger is an emotion. So if you say you're always angry, that means you're hurt somewhere, which means you need to go get help. And yes, I understand that getting help isn't always easy. I do understand that. But say someone does have the opportunity to, then they're able to not necessarily heal the wound, but learn how to control the hurt in a sense. So that's why I say be sensitive to the scars because, like, for instance, when you have PTSD, right? Like I've been diagnosed PTSD from a whole bunch of shit that happened, right? And then I have bipolar on top of that, so it's a lot. But it's not that like I haven't forgiven.
That's what the doctor told you, girl. Go ahead, keep going.
That's what the doctor told me. Listen, I'm stable now. That's all I care about at this moment. That's really all I care about. Because that's been difficult. But the point is, like, I have PTSD from a lot of stuff, and that is what triggered that. I bring that up because that's what triggered the quote unquote bipolar. So, but I had realized something was wrong. I didn't think that therapy would help, but I had realized that I needed help. I went to this, it was called like Rediscover. It's basically like a free mental health clinic. So please actually look at resources that are around you because there are free mental health clinics around. And there's mental health clinics that will work with your tax bracket should you have one. So, excuse me. So anyway, I say all that to say, no, the healing is still there and I still get triggered, but now the triggering doesn't control me. So I don't feel like your wound is completely healed necessarily, but I do think that after time you learn how to control the triggers. And sometimes the only way to do that is to go get help. But even with getting help, you have to take responsibility and saying, I do need help. And until you do that, you're going to be stuck in the same situation. Of course, you're going to be angry. You're going to be hurt all the time.
Absolutely.
Of course,
absolutely.
You're not going to heal anything. Like, time's not going to heal anything if you don't get help. Like, that's just it. Like, you're just not going to be healed if you don't get help. So, but you have to take that upon yourself to actually be ready to go do that. I can't force you. People can't, bring you to water, but you got to drink. Like, I can't force you to get help. But if you know you need help, take responsibility in that and seek it out, whether that's through God, whether that's through these mental health clinics, whether that's through one person that you can trust. I know not everybody can trust everybody. And then we need to talk about vulnerability for a quick second, because sometimes people think vulnerability is a bad thing. But if you have just one person, it doesn't even matter who it is, but just one person, or even I know how this sounds cliche, but a journal, or like if you write poetry, whatever it is, where you could just genuinely be vulnerable to say, I am hurt. I am hurt. I want to cry. I want to scream. I want to yell. I want to curse this person out. Like, be honest for once, instead of just saying, nah, I'm good. Nah, it's fine. I'll figure it out. No, it's cool. Because guess what? That's what's building up. That's what's being bottled up. So if you have the opportunity, you don't got to tell everybody everything, but you could just be like, yo, I'm just having a real bad day. You've like, I just had a trigger moment and I just need some time. Like, you don't have to, and then allow yourself that time. That's another thing. We keep trying to fast track healing. That's not a thing. Healing is work. People don't realize that vulnerability is work. You have to be strong to heal. Like, you have to be strong to attempt to heal is what I'll say. Because, like I said, healing, I don't think it completely goes away, but I think you have to tame your scars.
Nah, that's true. Because even with my accident, the doctors were speaking to me about how they have seen patients who were capable of healing, but they actually made their physical circumstance worse because of their headspace.
Exactly.
Because they thought so negative. They actually thought illness upon them physically. And I have been told that, yes, because of your headspace and because it being beyond a positive state, that is why your healing factors have been significantly advanced. So you have a great point there.
Thank you. And that's exactly.
Yeah.
So I digress. My mic is muted.
I love it. I want to address something. So we also love it when the missus goes ahead and drops us her comments, love her thoughts. So this right here, all right, so babe, look. This is my thing right here on this piece. Some people will not heal, and that's okay. And she put that part in all caps. Okay, babe, I'm gonna be honest with you. I totally believe that it is the polar opposite, and I believe that's very dangerous. Not the fact that all people won't heal. I believe that's just a factor of nature in life. But when you say that's okay, nah. Because me, and I'm pretty sure most of us on this panel who aren't those hurt people have come across those hurt people, and they rub that shit off on us. There are a lot of hurt people who, because of their unresolved issues, they go and do some of the most horrendous things out in society. So I would say, I don't know. I mean, I guess I think, okay, maybe I'm looking into it too deep, babe. All right, maybe I'm looking into it too deep, but I'm just saying, I don't believe that's something that I will look at as okay. Because we all know, I mean, I don't know if anybody knows the saying, hurt people what? Hurt people. So if you got hurt people out here who are not healing, a lot of times I look at that as real dangerous, my love. I'm gonna be honest with you. But maybe I get what you're saying. We could talk about it later, but I just wanted to tap in on that piece. Did anybody else want to tap in on that piece? Am I thinking too deep on it, y'all? Maybe I don't know. Am I thinking too deep on it?
I think you're good, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the perspective you're looking for, that's why you have a mind.
She done spoke for herself. Okay, all right. I'm not reading it correctly. All right. Okay, I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm not reading it correctly. So I mean, okay. So some people will not heal, and that's okay. Start teaching people to stop looking to heal and to start looking for what helps us cope and deal with what we are going through.
Yes.
I'm totally. Well,
Thank
okay.
you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
I totally
sorry.
get that part. I'm just nervous about the people who won't ever heal, and that being okay. These people are in society. That's all.
But what do you? And I guess my question would
But I
be,
mean, everything else she's saying is like, I mean, no, I have no disagreement with that. I mean, that's smack
right.
on point, bro. That's smack on point.
Well, I guess my thing is this. We know that there are criminals, right? We know that everybody is not, coming out of a particular segment of our community as a criminal, right? We know this. It's all day, every day. However, there were other human beings who thought, before we got here to this point, hey, we might need to have some, because people who wild out in society, we need to put them somewhere. We got to teach them a lesson, the way we teach children lessons, the way we punish. You're not given these aren't excuses. These are things that the words we use to describe certain things and all the things that we've learned as through school, through college, through elementary, however. Someone else was teaching that to us. And we took some of that with us. Some of that shit, no, it will never help us. But we learned the basics of how to be universal. Follow the rules. Respect authority. Sit down when you need to sit down. Be quiet when you need to be quiet. Those basics, right? We're getting reinforcement from our parents and grandparents and so on and so forth. So all the adults are telling us to all do the same thing. Be quiet and sit down. And so now you got all these people who are now adults who have been sitting down and being quiet, and they can't do it no more. Because to what the young lady said in the comment, we don't have any resources. Where do we send people who are going through something? They may not feel comfortable talking to a person that's not them. Maybe they just staunch on, hey, I don't have anyone to call. You know, we have those scenarios as well. So it's I think it mainly comes down to having options. Like was said earlier, having things in the community to assist people to cope. Because they're not there. And go ahead with that, Bobby.
Okay, all right, nah, that's good stuff. All right, nah, I got you. No. So, you can take that down. Let's get to the video, Brody. Okay, last part. Well, she says, I said that people need to deal with what they are going through. Totally agree. I don't understand. Yep, I got you, babe. No argument there. So, what you got? Let's get to it.
All right, y'all. This is the last video of the night. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for all tuning in. Thank you for all showing up. Appreciate y'all. Sorry for the background noise. I got my family here. You know what I mean? They all say hello. Let me go.
Only if you're gonna be nice, please. Thank you. Love you.
Oh, she's coming up. Oh boy. Let me go to the next video. Fair use is always alright. Fair use. Alright. Let's get it going, y'all.
I don't care. Look at me. I don't care what the fuck we have to go through. I'm gonna go through it with you. We're gonna go through it together. Listen. If you gotta stay with me and find a job, we're gonna sit all night going through applications together. I will not let you fall. You understand me? I am never gonna let you fall. I'm always going to have your back. Look at me. You're not broke. You're fine. You got us. And I got us too. So I'm gonna be here for you. Always. Okay? You understand me? We're gonna get through this. I'm not gonna let you go down the drain. I love you for who you are, for your personality, not for what you got. I don't care if you're rich, you're poor. I don't care about none of that shit.
I'm broke.
I don't care. Look at me. I don't care what the fuck we have to go through. I'm gonna go through it with you. We're gonna go through it together. Listen. If you gotta stay with me and find a job, we're gonna sit all night going through applications together. I will not let you fall. You understand me? I am never going to let you fall. I'm always going to have your back. Look at me. You're not broke. You're fine. You got us. And I got us too. So I'm going to be here for you. Always. Okay? You understand me? We're going to get through this. I'm not going to let you go down the drain. I love you for who you are, for your personality, not for what you got. I don't care if you're rich, you're poor. I don't care about none of that shit.
I'm broke.
All right. Oh, man. Nah. Nah, fuck that. I want to crack this can open on some
I knew
real
you
shit.
was.
Man, hold tight, bro. I want to crack this shit open. I got some questions. Hold on. Hey, Grizz, mute, Brody. Please and thank you. Thank you, homie.
He muted, he good.
All right, look, right? All right, so look. All right, so let's go back to the picture we got in our head of her there, and she's sitting there, right? And she's like, look at me. Almost had to hit his jaw like his mama would and shit. My question, first and foremost, is this, all right? Is that a woman saying to a really strong man who's in a car and he just lost his job after 10 years, which I sincerely doubt that young nigga. He just lost his job, and she's letting him know it's gonna be all right. Don't you worry about it, babe. You know, you got many talents with you, and you know your resume speaks for itself. Or was that one of these damn little young chicks who was trying their best to make their little hood ass street Ray boyfriend something that this little nothing ass nigga will never be?
No.
Nothing that this motherfucker don't want to be. Now I'm just saying because I be having my questions, okay? Because the way that looked, I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. And that's why I said I had to ask that question, because the way, man, look, that shit looked like that motherfucker don't want to do shit. It looked like he just got kicked out of his mama's house, but he still got his car. And he was sleeping in the car. She can't let him stay with her because she stayed with her peoples, and she out in the car. Now, where that scene took place was in her driveway. They was in front of her house, right? She gonna go get him something to eat. She gonna go get him, you know what I'm saying, like a blanket and shit. She gonna, you know, tell him that he can sleep in the driveway. That's what's gonna happen. All right. And then she gonna get back in that car after bringing him some of the food that her parents made, because he had the same thing, but his little lazy ass got kicked out. So now, while he's sitting there, he's like, man, I'm broke. Because he had it in his head he could be a rap star and a trapper. He swore he was going to be the next Dirk.
Smitty, come on, man.
Shit ain't work out. So now he in the driveway. He got his car. Insurance going to lapse soon because his mama been paying it. She already on the phone telling him she ain't going to pay that shit no more, right? And everything else. Oh, yeah, my nigga. I'm telling you what I saw just in that little bit of a black and white clip. I ain't finished yet. And so now she back in the car. And so he's sitting there, and she's like, we going to go get these jobs. Now, I want you to mind you, notice in that video, when she said we would stay up all night and fill out application after application, somehow or another, I noticed she had to then grab his face and turn him that way, like, nigga, you need to listen. Okay? So what I'm saying is that I'm not too sure if this is a video that's really about a woman trying to support her man because her man really is a strong, upstanding man, or if that was a chick that just refused to give the dude that really got his shit together a chance, and she trying to make this nothing ass nigga something. But I digress. My mic is muted. Don't mind me. M3.
I think it's all about struggle love, Smitty. I think that's what it's all about.
Hold on.
It's just struggle love. That's all.
Gracie go first. Let Gracie go first, and then you went three.
No problem.
No, my bad. Because you know, you always gotta let Gracie go first.
No, you good. You guys good.
Hold on.
Respect.
But salute you guys.
Hold on, I just want to say
this.
Fuck
that. I said what I said. Yeah, that's right, Soap. I said it.
Let me just say this real quick before Gracie goes. I can't believe you came up with all that.
Facts information, man.
Yo, that's the Scorpio mind.
Yo, I came up with all that analysis
right there.
Grace, it's on you, Grace. It's on you.
Okay, I got a good thought and a bad thought when I saw this video. Okay, the good thought, I was like, wow, look how encouraging and helpful, and how, you know, she want to be her ride or die and whatever. And then the fucked up side of me said, yeah, and this the same chick who gonna build this man and get him right, and then he gonna cheat on her and leave her. You see what I'm saying? But I think they were very young and she was puppy love, and she's trying to be a grown woman in a grown woman situation, and he's young too, and he don't know how to deal with the fact that he lost his job. But it's very admirable, and you don't see young ladies being like this lately with they men. It'd be like, well, fuck you, nigga. I ain't gonna be with you no more. You ain't got no job. I'm out. Peace. You know, so to me, it was very rare to see that. I love it, and I hope that my son finds a woman like that, but they're very few and far between. But I hate the fact that I also had that ugly thought. I said, yeah, she's here coaching him, helping him, and as soon as he get on top, he gonna leave her. And that's really sad because that's the kind of world that we live in today. But I digress, and my mic is muted.
I mean, that's a possibility that could happen because it's usually like those type of, losers. But however, I think personally, like, I don't really take none of that video like seriously, anyways, because it's scripted. Everything that, like, here's the thing.
No, M3. We know this. We know this. Let's deal from it from a true factor of these are real scenarios in life that happened. Let's look at it from that alone. Let's just say it was a reenactment of something that really took place. The names and faces have been changed to protect the guilty. There we go.
Oh my God!
Well,
every time you turn that strobe light on, man,
You know them niggas did it.
Well, I'm gonna say realistically, you're right. Okay, if you want to put in this case, the woman is pretty much basically lying to his face. She will tell him, however, right? Yeah, she'll hold him down for a little bit, but if he ain't gonna really progress, she's definitely gonna leave his ass. Point blank, period. Look, I hate to say this, but love does have conditions to it. Okay, you could be with somebody that's gonna support you, be your ride or die, but at a certain point, right? If you as a man is not progressing, especially as a young adult, she's gonna go ahead and she's gonna be on survivor mode, and she's gonna go on to the next person, right? That she could see that's gonna elevate his own life and maybe elevate her lifestyle as well too. I'm not saying like everything's gonna be like that case. And then on the flip side too, I mean, Grace is also right as well too. You will have those type of scenarios where the woman is like taking care of like a young boy. He gets older. He still has that young boy mentality. He's not progressed. He's not doing anything. But then as soon as he gets something going on, yeah, he's going to leave her because guys as well too, right? And unfortunately, it be like that. But you're going to have some guys, right, that because like they haven't really experienced like a lot of success, they're going to pretty much suck the success like from like that woman until he gets up on his feet, and then he might pretty much choose the woman that he really want to be with. And usually it's going to be like a woman that's not even going to love him or hold him down and build him up like the woman has built. But again, it's unfortunately it's the ways of life. We live in a society where people just use people, period. And it's rare. It's very rare, right? I mean, I'm blessed that like, I have a woman that's like that, but at the same time, if I was a guy, like, I wouldn't want to be in that type of situation where it's like, damn, I'm out of a job and, I'm going to be struggling and I'm not really doing much about it. Again, I know those are like young people or whatever and things happen, but I would definitely like, try to search for something fast, like as soon as possible. Because I never want to be in that type of situation where I have to be like super reliant, or I'm not really contributing into like my family, my household, the people around me. But hey, some people are different. So,
hey, so hold on real quick, because we got more people on the panel. Please, very briefly, in your response with this before we move forward. We're going to get to Chocolate. We're going to get to Sister Deja. We're going to get to Grizz, and then we're going to get to Mr. Marco Polo. Are you basically saying that from what my man, you already know. So what you're saying is from what you're seeing nowadays, more marriages from what you see is more so transactional as opposed to truly an intimate, holy matrimony?
Everything's transactional. Period. You know,
Really?
the people. You look, your friends is transactional. You know, the people that you, well, not you per se, right? But people that got like
In
the people that
general,
people
in
yeah, in
general,
general.
I get you,
Life
bro.
is
I
always
get you.
transactional, right? You know, whether if you guys believe it or not, you're contributing to someone else's life when they're around you, and they're contributing to yours. It don't have to be like, like just cutthroat and deep and just be like, well, I'll give to you if you give to me. No, it's not like in that
No,
type of sense.
M3. When I say transactional, I mean that in the sense of the benefits that you're looking for is more of a selfish as opposed to selfless intention. It's transactional because look, I know that your family shit. I'm gonna be good. I'm set for life. Nah, you don't really turn me on in the bedroom. Nah, I'm not really into what you into. I hate this fucking chicken farm, but shit, this is Purdue. So I mean, shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I mean by that.
I get what you're saying though. No, not everything is based off of selfishness. You know what I mean? So you do have some people that that actually love you for you, but for most, it's gonna be like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, respect. Let's go ahead and keep that bad boy pushing. Chocolate, it's on you. Of course, Daisha, you next and down the line.
Okay, so right before I had to drop, my apologies. This is about the young lady who was saying, "We'll work it out. We'll do this together."
Right.
If these negative things that are talked about across this space happen to us in our relationship, I got you. And to what the brother said earlier, yes, I do also believe love has always had conditions. There is very little room for unconditional love when you're already in a not so great situation. But I've done it. I watched my mother do it, and he still cheated on her. He still mistreated her, right? So I've seen that perspective. I've also seen the other perspective where, my girlfriend, she held her man down. He finished doing what he had to do. They have a great business, and it's positive. So I know it works. It happens between other human beings. It just didn't happen between the people that I saw, right? As my blueprint into life. So there's the different little segments of our community where some of us are just like, you've heard the terminology functioning alcoholics or functioning addicts, where you would never know that they have some kind of horrible addiction because they're able to function like a human, like no signs, people are like, I would have never known, right? It's the same with us. We have our strengths and weaknesses, and some people can find them and see them and know what to do, and then some can do the same, but it could be hurtful. But again, it's a spectrum because there's so many other pieces to that, to that salad for it to be really good. Like, you need that, still the same thing, the education, the lack of communication, the lack of seeing examples of this. I mean, we have, if we're talking about it in general, then let's talk about the societal piece of it. That is that we don't, how can you ask me to open my mouth or won't get fed if you're also then saying stay out my business, if you also still saying stay out of other people's business, then nothing's going to get resolved because it's just going to keep being a vicious cycle. So y'all go ahead, y'all got it.
Daisha, you're up next.
Hello. Okay, so this is coming from someone who's been this person. Like, I have always held a person down, and this isn't like, oh, I'm perfect. No. What I'm trying to say is, this is why I always ask, can a woman lead? Because there are times when if a woman has to hold it down, that's her leading. And I don't understand why that could be considered a bad thing. This is something where he's down. Yes, he's lost whatever. He could be struggling finding a job. We don't know why he doesn't have a job. He could be depressed. Depression is a big thing. Yeah, he could get something quick and simple, but he knows that's not what he wants to do. It's like it's a mental battle. And what she's doing is saying like, okay, you're struggling right now, so let me be your helper.
Hey, hold on. Hey, so put up the blinders. We got somebody in the back. I don't know who it is. Hey, could you turn your camera on, Mister We? Okay, all right, bet.
Hey,
Okay, cool. All right, I got you.
But yeah, so I feel like, and I also feel like more women like this should be honestly praised, because there are women out there, just like there's good black men out there, and there's like this whole narrative that there's not. There are good women out here who really, when they say love, it's selfless. They're not saying I love you because you can do something for me. They're saying I love you for the person that you are. And if, with all due respect, I know it sucks, but if you up and leave, at least you as a person still got your shit together. Like, that's me loving you as a person. I want everything to be the best for you. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and that's it. Let me go and I'll go find somebody who is meant to be for me. Like, and then at the end of the day too, yeah, I did that and I still got cheated on too. So I understand that aspect too. But at the end of the day, again,
it's night.
I care for that. You said what?
At the end of the day, it's night.
Hold on, one mic.
Hold on, we gonna get to you, Brody. Just hold on. We're gonna get to you. You're gonna get a chance to say everything you want to say and some. Finish out what you're saying, Daisha. We're gonna go to chocolate. We're gonna keep going down the line.
All right, bet. So yeah, I feel like some people have to, one, look at if they're really saying they love someone, it's a very selfless act. So of course you're going to want to do everything for them. And with all due respect, if they decide to take it and run with it left, well, at the end of the day, that just shows them what kind of person it is. I know how that sounds, but I feel like we forget that we can just move on. Like, I feel like we sit in situations because, oh, I love this person or whatever, and that's cool and all. But at the same time, again, if you really love them, then you'll allow them to do what's best for them. And so if they want to cheat, obviously that's best for them. Go do what's best for you. But at the end of the day, allowing a woman to help you in that way, that's what your person's supposed to do. So I don't think anybody should be prideful. I don't think anybody should say like the man's ain't shit. I really don't. I think he's just a human being who went down, who got knocked a couple steps back, and his partner is trying to uplift him and fill in that gap for him. Let me lean your shoulder. Lean your head on my shoulder. Anyway, that's all I got. I digress.
Just real briefly, chocolate. Where you go? The missus says no. She's speaking life into him, which is what men beg for. Where's the line? Chocolate, what you got?
I got again. Knowing your self-worth, loving who you are, knowing what your goals are. You can easily be knocked off your game if you don't have any type of foundation in your life, whatever that may be for you. Because again, everybody doesn't have a support system, so to speak, to go to. So if, again, we want to see, like, just for instance, based on your conversation, if we want to see change, which can happen.
Bro, you're so fat when you die, you're gonna break the stairs to heaven, bro. And you're so fat when I picture you.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I'm
Freaks come
pausing.
out at night.
Somebody done put they're trying to put a curse on people. I'm just playing.
No. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all though. I would much rather that than a D flash. I take
That's
that
true.
up. Thank you. Fuck it. that was that big wild geeking ass shit you wanted to do, you could have actually kind of kirked out when it was your turn, and we would have let you kirked out because it was your turn, and you could have did that for a little bit longer had your dumb ass just waited. But okay, let's keep this bad boy rolling, plowing ahead. Chocolate, go ahead, baby. My bad. Marco, you up next?
No, that's all right. That's a general. I'll come back in when we do the free fall when the last
All
one.
right, all right,
But
all right.
that,
Nah. That's a bet.
thank
That's a
you.
bet. Because I got one last sidebar question. That's a little small one for us, before we end it out. So anyway, but go ahead, Marco.
Yeah, I think when it comes to that kind of situation, and like I said, good evening to everybody. Shout out to everybody, the panel. Thank you for having me.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's up, man? And
Hey, Marco.
Polo. But yeah, I just think that when it comes to these kind of situations, when it comes to the relationship issue, it's all about intentions too. Like, you got to be honest and talk to each other, and then understand what you want from each other and what you can do for each other. I do believe it's a bit of both. I believe it's somewhat transaction, but at the same time, can you have that like genuine person that you want to be around, and that person, give you its all? Yeah. I believe there's stuff like that out there. It's just what are you willing to settle for, and who are you willing to settle down with?
Okay. No, I like that. That's what's Gucci. Grizz, do you have a last piece on that before I go ahead and propose the final bar question before we chill out and get to wrapping it up slowly for the night? Because I got this last sidebar question.
I actually been through that several times over. I was the one not having the job for several months or several years. She's been the one to hold it down and stuff like that. I would always be looking for like temp jobs and something to put into the table. I was actually on that side of the spectrum. She's been helping, and different times when she's helped me to like, hey, you know what? Here, I got something for you. Here, fill this application. I actually, I actually got me a real one. I have a woman who actually she held down the fort when I had no job and stuff like that, and like when I was going through my when I was going through my whole issues because when a man does not have a job of any sort and going on interviews after interview after interview, and it's like, damn, I can't get nothing, bruh. And so but yeah, I just want to land this right here. Is like basically, I've been there, done that. Now that I have a job, it's like basically I'm actually giving at least either half or majority of my paycheck to the house right now. But I think that's when my mic is muted. I'll holler.
Okay, now I'll holler. All right, so this is my final sidebar question for the evening that I want to know from folks. All right. So what I'm curious to know is this: when it comes to love, now I know that love is a verb, and that verb, which being an action, means that we are to show our love, right? You're to show your love more than you say it. As my father would always say, I would rather you show me you love me every day and never tell me, as opposed to tell me you love me every day but never show me. Now, I'm just curious, is it possible for you to genuinely, truly be in love with a person who you're not physically attracted to in any form or fashion? They just do not turn you on in the bedroom. Is it possible for a person to be in love with who they do not find any sexual desire? Gracie, we're going to start with you. So we're going to work it on down the line. Bow. That's how we're going to do it.
Well, Smitty, for me personally, No, I can't be in love with somebody that I'm not attracted to or is not rocking it in the bedroom, because the core of my being, to me, I have to connect with you. I have to connect with you sexually. I have to connect with you.
Can somebody get the rubber ducky?
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
That's Biggie playing with his toy. My bad.
Oh, my bad. No. You good, Grace?
Is
Cause you
that what we're
talking. You
going
good?
with?
You good?
Is that code word?
Biggie gets a pass. Biggie gets a pass. You good, Grace? Good.
So I mean, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because I'm older. Biggie, come on. Wait. It's very hard for me. I have to be me. Love and attraction and physical is a very serious connection for me with that person. So you can love them. I can love them, but I can't be in love with them, because it's just not going to work for me. And you already know, twin, how we move.
All day.
So
All day.
so I'm only speaking for myself, guys. I can love that person, but I can't be in love with them, and I can make pretend I'm in love with them. But at the end of the day,
Right.
if I'm not mentally, emotionally, and sexually connecting with you, it's not going to work. It's not going to last. I digress. My mic is muted.
Reach. Right. It's on you, big guy.
I'll say it like
So.
this. I think. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
here.
okay. All right. All right.
I think that just from the video, I think it wasn't really anything wrong with what she was saying. I think that she was just trying to support somebody that she really loved and care about, right? And if they're going to build together, and that's what she wants to do, then that's fine, right? I think we got to stop putting our own parameters on what we want or what we think people should do in their relationship, and just do the things that we feel is going to work for us, right? So if I want to be a type of man where you know, I'm working with the woman I'm with, or we're working together and we're doing things together, and that's fine. If I want to be the type of man where what I mean, she's doing certain things and I'm doing certain things, or whatever. If I want to be a man that does everything, I mean, it doesn't matter as long as you both agree upon what you want to do and you stick to it. You know what I mean? And you actually, really keep your word and you really help each other to grow. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's all that's gonna matter at the end. You know what I mean? Because at the end, are you gonna be able to stand the test of time? In the end, are you gonna really be there? You know what I'm saying? When the wheels be almost dang near falling off. Like, are you gonna really be there for that person? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be there when they're going through a hard time? Are you gonna be there when they lose a parent? Are you gonna be there when they have a career loss or a job loss? Are you gonna be there if they go through something catastrophic? You know what I'm saying? Or have a health issue or whatever. Like, are you gonna really be there? Like, these are the things that we really need to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Jobs and all that, all that's gonna fade. It's gonna be one day that you're not able to work for whatever reason that may be. You know what I'm saying? And what's gonna matter is at the end of the day, is that person gonna really be there? You know what I mean? Can't as the great new edition says, can you stay in the rain? Can you really stand the rain and stand the test of time and stay together? Like, for real. Like, can you really do it?
They don't listen to
You know what I'm
R&B
saying?
no more.
Whatever, man. We know you do. You definitely listen to R&B. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Can you really stand the test of time? You know what I mean? And if you can, then man, that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Salute to those who are trying, because it's not easy. It's hard. You know what I mean? It's very hard to be with someone, to live with someone, to try to have a union with someone. It's very hard. You
You
have
ain't
two
never
different
lie,
people.
bro.
You know I know, Grizz. And I know you know too. You know what I'm saying? We all know. It's not easy.
Tell me you
I
love
mean,
me. We can be
love,
homeless.
exactly. And love is a beautiful struggle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But when you finally have an understanding amongst each other, it's a beautiful thing as well. But life is gonna life. I just want everybody to know that. Like, please don't think that it's always gonna be a certain way all the time, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, man, I really like how sis really was willing to hold him down. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as what type of work ethic he has, or how he approaches his career field, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that man's thought or the way he's gonna approach things. But to see that how you know how upset he was at the fact that he couldn't work, that's a good sign. Because some brothers ain't upset that they can't work. Some brothers like, I can't work. Oh, word, I'm be at the couch. I'm be on the couch. I'm watching the game. I'm gonna roll me something up. I may call me a couple of friends. Like they not upset at all. You know what I mean? In
That
fact,
can't be me.
they hope no job call them back. They are allergic to the job. But the simple fact that he's upset that he can't work and really be there and really give to his woman, I you know what I mean? I like that because that showed me that he really care about her and that he actually wants to build something with her. You know what I'm saying? To the point where he's allowing it to almost defeat him as a man, which I'm glad that she didn't allow that to happen. You know what I mean? Because the person that we with, they also has to be able to lift us up as well in times of turmoil or in times that we're depressed. You know what I mean? And it's not just for the man. You know what I mean? Women too. Women at times are gonna need that encouragement too. From their man, hey babe, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I know you done had 3 kids or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? You may can't fit into the old high school prom dress, but listen, you still got it. I still think you're gorgeous. You know what I mean? I still think you're beautiful. You know what I mean?
So,
And you know,
can you be in love with a woman who you are not physically attracted to, sir? Oh, don't beat around that bush, nigga.
not physically attracted to.
Bruh, you are not
Man,
physically attracted to this woman. Is it
I'll say
possible for
this. I'll
you
say this.
to
Hold on.
be in love with her?
Let me speak, Smitty. I'll say this, right?
Okay.
I'll say this, right? I'll say this, right? Love has many facets to it. So hold on,
Okay.
let me say this. Let me preface my statement.
I'm
Let me preface my
listening,
statement.
bro. Go,
I could be
go.
in love with I could be in love with her mind. I could be no, I know. I could be in love with her heart. I could be in love with her spirit. It may not be
Mm-hmm.
her body that I'm in love with. You know what I'm saying? But that's fine. That don't mean that I wouldn't want to be with that woman. Because that woman could probably provide something. No, no, I'm talking about the initial video, Tika, first, and then I'm gonna get to the question because I never talked about the initial video. I haven't even commented on the video at all. Like I let everybody go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing the whole time. But yeah, like you can love different aspects of this person. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So, physical attraction is important, but it's not the only thing. Because what if something happens and that woman loses her looks? You know what I mean? For whatever reasons. Now what? You know what
No,
I
no,
mean?
no, no,
So
no, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no.
He
Because
said no.
many things, no, no, you gotta lie. Fuck no. I like that. That was real smooth. You try to slip that one in. No, sir.
Hold
Ain't
up,
been that
Aesop.
many damn J's. Ain't been that many damn J's. Okay, now, no, bro. I'm talking about you met her like you finally see her from off the chat line, and it's like, yeah, yeah. You got a Klingon from Star Trek, Deep Space Nine.
Well,
That's
hold on.
right.
God damn. Oh my God.
Wait, hold on. If I'm deceived, if
What?
I am deceived, if she deceives me, of course I'm gonna be upset. You know what I mean? Because I
Nah,
fell in
not
love.
deceive you. She told you, I'm dark skinned, I'm this, I'm that, I'm light skinned, whatever it may be, I'm this height. But
Like
you
I never
finally
seen her
see
before.
her. And you finally see her. No, she ain't
I
deceive
was
you on
I was
nothing. She
thinking
ain't
more
trying
the
to
way
make,
you were
she ain't
using that
censor herself
example.
or nothing. She's really
I
the
thought
height, the age, the weight,
I thought you were
everything
saying
that
more
she
like she
said.
put on
But
weight or
when you,
something.
yeah, no, 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 no. I'm talking about like,
Well, like
can
wait, hold
you
on. You said
fall
I
in
never seen
love
this woman,
with
Smitty.
somebody who you're not physically attracted to? So I'm talking about you meet her this way. Is it possible for you to reach the level of I am in love with you? Is it any possible way a person can do enough to make you fall in love with them, considering from the jump you never were physically attracted to them?
From the jump, then no. From the jump, no. No, not at all. Like I don't think that could happen. It might, but it's a very very strong possibility that it won't. But I will also say
Okay.
this, right? But hold
Okay.
on, that's a caution. You just laid out something cautionary, right? Because if you're meeting
Yes.
somebody on the internet that you have never ever met nor seen at all, right? And you start to kind of develop something for them, you know what I'm saying? Then you may want to see them, but like with some people that don't even matter. Like I'm saying, like some people really will fall in love with your heart and they don't care about none of that.
Let's go
You know what I
with
mean?
you. So let's go with you because we got a panel. So
For
the
me,
rest of those who it don't matter
wait,
to,
hold on. For
maybe
me,
they're
hold
up
on.
here.
hold on, for me, right? If
Yes,
I fell in love with
for
somebody
you.
hard and it wasn't really and it wasn't really all that, then yeah, I probably would stick with him because I'm already gone. I'm there already. It's a wrap.
Not
Can I have
stick
an
with
assistant?
them. Could you get to the point where you fall in love with her, but
No,
from Jump Street, you
I
never
didn't say
was
sleep with them.
attracted to her?
I didn't say sleep with them. I didn't say sleep with them. I didn't say that. I would say once they got my heart, they got me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
All right, okay, okay. All right, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. Daisha, what you got? What you got for us, love? Can you fall in love with a man who you are not physically attracted to? Is there anything that man can do to to sweep you off your feet and steal your heart?
Hi, Bill. Okay, so in all honesty,
Not the ideal.
okay, so in all
Daniel.
honesty, I don't think you can because I feel like sexual attraction is important. I don't feel like it's everything, but with all due respect, like my body has to do things in order for us to do things, and I have to be attractive to you in order to do things. So then it's like my body is your body is my body. I get that, but I feel like, and it's not to be vain, it's really not to be vain, but I feel like people have types and that's okay. I don't think that we say that enough. Sometimes I think that we try to force types on everybody. And so I really feel like if you have a type, that's okay. Don't let it take over everything, of course, but part of that type, you cannot deny sexual attraction. I have to enjoy walking around with you. I have to enjoy like staring at you for the rest of my life. It sounds bad, but it's the truth. And so I really feel like we have to give ourselves permission to at least say, yes, I want to be attracted to my person. I know that sounds superficial, but I want to be attracted to my person. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I'm muted.
Who's next?
Okay, now, chocolate. Come on, girl.
I said, yeah, I've been in love with ugly men. There you go. Yep.
Fuck all that. You gonna talk about that shit, girl? Who's old ugly ass Earl? And how did that nigga get you? What old ugly ass Earl do? Let's talk about
What
that
you
shit. Talk
talking
about
about? No, I'm not talking about him. Like it was what it was.
it. Damn,
Relationship
it is
did.
a nigga named ugly ass Earl. I was just making that up. But anyway, let's talk about that
You could
nigga.
call
Ooh,
him.
he's a real person.
You could. No, I'm
What?
not. You could
Oh,
call him
okay.
whatever. But I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I've learned from my relationships, and yes, I have been with men who I was in love with a mind, but no, they
I
were not
need
my
to
physical type.
no, chocolate.
Hold on.
But
Can
they
you?
should
Yes, yes, you
no. Wait,
can. You can be
I
in
need to
love
talk to you.
to the place.
How?
I'm answering your question, sir. Do you want me to answer your question?
No, I want you to answer it specifically because you said something that's so profound to me right now. Chocolate, I want
Um,
to ask you. That's why I came up here next to you, girl. Stop it. Listen, I want to
what?
ask you this.
Yeah.
What I want you to tell me,
What?
what was it in particular that this man did that that trumped physicality? What was it
Mhm.
that this man did that got you to actually say, I'm in love with you, considering that you're not physically attracted to him? Specifically, because I just wanted to make sure I got that because it's interesting and I'm honestly asking. Honestly, sis. Because that's
Well,
very interesting.
to keep it brief, it's like this. No, I've dated men who weren't physically appealing to what people would ask me, well, why are you with him? Or it must be money, or it must be his the. And I'm like, no, he has a personality. he has a soul. I can have a conversation with him. We like to eat the same shit. We like to play the same video games. We like the same. We went on the same trips together. We like to have fun. I mean, just because you have those things within the relationship, again, it doesn't mean that it's gonna be a forever relationship. You know, you gotta have it both ways. And so that's what he did. He matched minds with me. He made me feel safe and comfortable and able to hang out and let him see the vulnerable side of me. So yeah, here's your answer.
Nah, respect to that, sis. No, thank you. That's all. Because I'm just saying, I mean, honestly, especially from the ladies' side, I mean, just being for real. Us as guys don't hear that. I mean, that's almost like a 2%. I mean, that's beyond rare. That's probably the next thing to a virgin itself. A woman who can bypass our looks and actually, so I wanted to hear from a woman who, who actually has that mindset. I want to hear from you. That's all. I really wanted to know. And I thank you for that. Marco, what you got, my G?
Can you ask the question again, please, from the top? Can you please? You're muted, Smitty.
Yes. So when it comes to falling in love, can you actually fall in love with a woman that you're not physically attracted to? I mean, truly, honestly, if it wasn't for Pornhub and all these other, outlets, I guess people would say, for ladies, your magic bullet, whatever it may be, you would be ass out of luck because that is who you're stuck with. Oh, ugly ass Earl Lita. Okay, so you are with ugly ass Earl Lita. Is there anything she can do to get you to fall in love with her? Although you just don't feel any or see any sexual desire.
98% chance is a no.
Marco, damn it, it's a real question.
98% no. I'll give a 2% chance.
That's a 2%. That's a 2% chance of sunny days on that one.
Probably.
Why?
Because
she has everything else you could possibly want. I mean, she really is like the female version of you, Pauls. I'm just saying, like
minus the good looks.
That. But yeah, but like I mean, really, true. Like you all click to a T, but you just aren't physically attracted to her, bro. Is there any way that she can make it to the altar?
Can I have an assistant?
Oh my God!
No, she is not into the polyamorous and all of that other shit. No Polly Pockets. No Polly Pockets. The toy has been discontinued, and it's been like that since. So no Polly Pockets. No Polly Pockets.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry. Why not? Why couldn't he have that?
Hold on, Chocolate. Stop trying to influence the man. We trying to get him.
Oh my God! I said one word.
Keep on going, Marco.
Yeah, I just for the most part, no. Like 9 times out of 10, no. I'm only leaving that 1 out of 10 times because I've seen couples where the guy's with a not so attractive woman, or a woman that's attractive was not with a not so attractive looking guy. So, like the same reason we said earlier is like, well, what the hell are they doing together? You know, it could be more one, like 2 out of they might fill out.
Ever a reason? You don't think it's ever a reason she's with him outside of money? She ain't with ugly ass Earl, this bombshell, or is it really truly we know like, nah, that nigga got the vet out front. Yeah, we leave his mall. If you follow them to the parking lot, that nigga got the vet. He got to lift up doors and everything else, right? Or is it possible that she fell in love with all of his charisma, his oh so good charm?
It could be that. It could be if he checks out 8 out of the 10 boxes, maybe. It could be that he has some little bit of money. He has charisma. He's probably good in bed. You know, it could be he's a good family guy too, and you know he knows how to fix stuff around the house. You know, other things that women get turned on by. You know, it could be things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, or vice versa. You know, She's good at this. She's good at cooking. She's good at making a sandwich. She's good at understanding pop culture references. She's good at making jokes. You know what I'm saying? So rubbing that belly, you know, or whatever, or a six pack, or getting a 6-pack of beer with that belly. But you know, cloudy skies
You
between
can
her
do it.
thighs.
Hold
Say that
on.
again.
Hey, let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick, right? Y'all are funny, man. Let me say this real quick, right? Because some women prefer rougher looking dudes, right? They like the dudes that look more rougher. They feel more protected, right? Bottom type
Say
dudes. I've heard
say
women
say it like it is, Mr. Best. They like sometimes a Paul Bunyan looking motherfucker.
Yeah, but they sometimes they like them dudes
I
that are
do
kind of
not
like
want
rough
my
I
around.
woman looking
dated.
like Dennis Rodman.
I dated Paul
Yeah,
Bunyan. Yeah, you're right. You're right,
yeah.
sir.
Sometimes
All right,
you
go
know,
ahead.
they like somebody a little more rough
Yeah,
around the
what
edges.
to chop that tree, chop that bush. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want a brother that's groomed like me and Smitty or Marcus. They don't want that or Grizz. They don't want you to all groomed up, whatever. No, they want you to have a little dirt under your fingernails. They want you to be a little scruffy. You know what I mean? Because they feel like that's what manhood about. They want you to kind of have a little underarm funk. You know what I'm saying?
But
Now
that's
I know this sounds
attractive to
crazy, but
them.
say it again. I'm sorry,
No,
sis.
no underarm funk. Stop that.
No, but I've heard it. I heard women like they like a man to have like that
I'm
muscular
just
build that
joking.
can launch
Like
their work.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
They
joking.
like that.
Y'all good. I'm just joking. That's it. I'm just playing. Y'all got it.
But so I have to just add for a quick second because it's one of those like exactly what you said. They like that. That is what's attractive to them. We forget that like whatever's attractive to other people, like if we're walking down the street, someone can be like, oh, I don't know why that guy's with Daisha, like she's not all that or whatever, but to him I'm the most beautiful girl in the world, but to other people I'm not. So it's like that's why I say like everybody has a type, and even like so I just feel like um we have to make sure that we're saying like exactly what it is that we like, and then I forgot the rest, but we just need to say exactly what we like. So that's all I got.
And you're
I love that
absolutely
you
right.
said it.
You absolutely
Yes.
she absolutely right about that. I want chocolate to get in here after that because I know you got something to say, chocolate. She absolutely right. Dave's absolutely right. Because I've heard throughout my whole life, right? You know what I mean? You're like a baby. I've heard that all my life. I like a baby. I've heard that all my life. I've been a grown man with an ID, legal to drink. You know what I mean? Dang near 25 when I heard you like a baby. I've heard this my whole life. So, you know what I mean? And so because of that, you know, you know what I mean? I used to get turned down a lot. You know what I mean? Because they thought I was like some little kid or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and I got
that
turned
always
up.
happened to me. What you said, Marcus?
I said, and I got turned up.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Let me not even say my statement. How about matter of fact, no, I'm gonna say it. It sounds like you got turned out, Marcus.
No, don't say that shit now. Don't say that shit now, Paul.
I gotta mess with you, Marcus, a little bit. I gotta mess with you.
I got you.
But no, but nah, like so, you know what I mean? So because of that, they was going more for the you know the brothers that ain't look a certain way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Good night, Tika. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Please stay peaceful, Tika. Don't hurt nobody out there, all right? Don't beat people up, all right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was a real thing for me. So but like you were saying, they should everybody has their preference and everybody has a preference of what they choose and what they like. You know what I'm saying? Whether it comes to a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? So and even I think also like our own perception of what good looking is different for each person. I do believe there are some universally good looking people, right? But that is me, right? That's what I believe, right? Man, I don't even know what this is, and I don't really care. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do my. Wait, who is that? Hold on, let me put my banner thing up. Hello?
Yo,
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure you're good, bro. Okay. Oh, what up, bro? I know who that is. What up? What up?
nothing,
What's good, Brody?
nothing too crazy. Just pulled up
All
to the
right, all
crib.
right.
Yo,
Yo,
Yeah,
welcome.
that's the Brody.
Oh,
welcome.
What's good? What's good? Anything you want to share on the topic?
What's the topic? I kind of just hopped in, man. I don't know what y'all was talking about. I heard scruffy dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
the topic is Could you be in a relationship and be in love with a woman that you're not attracted to physically?
No, that dick ain't gonna get hard if you're not attracted to her. Let's keep it real nitty gritty right
I mean,
now.
I mean, it's called Viagra, Blue Chew, but
I think he's frozen. I don't know if he knows he's
Yeah, I
frozen.
think he did freeze. Hold on, he
There
about
you
to come
go.
back.
There
There you
you
go.
go.
Bro, we see you. We see you. You heard the
oh
question?
yeah, I'm about to say. I mean, it could be like a mutual friend. You feel what I'm saying? Like, check it out. I don't think like, cause sex not everything. Sex is a part of it. You feel what I'm saying? So you making sex the whole relationship, then that's different. But I mean, I feel like you could. You know, I feel like you could. Me personally, I could be answering it wrong though. But why everybody quiet?
Hey,
Nah, we
ask
listening
your
to you,
question.
bro. We
Hey,
hearing
hold
you
on, hold
out.
on, hold on, hold on.
Because
Ask your
I'm
question
just here
again, bro.
listening, and I don't believe
I just
y'all
got back.
because
I ran over to the kitchen.
Nah,
I
I
mean,
asked him the question. I asked him the question, like directly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And he gave perspective. He was like, it could be like a friend or something. Even if you're not attracted to her, it could be like a friend or something like that.
You said physically attracted.
No, my.
Cause your spirit could be mad attracted to people though, dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like everything not really physical. If it's stuck on physical, then you care about looks. You feel me?
So you can fall in love with a woman who you're not physically attracted to. If you can, I mean, you can. It ain't. There's no. You know what I'm
I could
saying?
say
Just for the record, Brody.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna hold, bro. It was a chick I was talking to.
So if you're not physically, because this is all I want to know, because I do believe that majority of us, from men even to women, it is in some form or fashion the initial look before you even get drawn in. If we go to nature, even the peacock, them feathers better be right, right? You know what I'm saying? Even with a lion, that mane better be nice, healthy, and dark, right? Uh, so on and so forth. With the silverback, he better be very strong and be able to show that dominance throughout the strength and the physique. So on and so forth. We have many examples where,
Be nice, Charles.
you know, if the male is not physically desirable, doesn't mate. Bloodline never continues. So I'm just curious, knowing that us as humans, we do carry the same traits, even though we are the apex species of planet Earth, right? Cool. What is it that that woman will have that can bypass the initial fact that you're like, oh no, I wouldn't hit. I'm talking about literally you were saying to your boys when they tap you, hey, so would you smash? And you like, I wouldn't even hit that jump. But at the same time, you're telling me that same jump right there can become wifey and go from a jump to that's my wife. How so?
Happens all the time.
I didn't say it didn't. Chocolate, let your man talk for himself. Go ahead, Brody. You won't be interrupted by people that don't stay on topic anymore. Go ahead.
jeez.
I feel like if the individual can like, what's the word I'm looking for? If she's like, she could like stimulate your mind that attractive women may can't. You get what I'm saying? She could give great conversation that other attractive women may can't give. You get what I'm saying? Like,
You'll give her a chance to get that far before. I mean, so see,
I
that's what
know.
I'm saying. Most people, it's a lot of dope ass dudes that never get the chance to let that woman know how fucking super dope delicious that man could possibly be. Yes, I just made that word up. God damn it, Google it, and I bet you won't find it because I did it. Now, if that's the case, you're telling me, okay, so I mean, how does she cross that barrier?
I mean, I talk direct.
What would it be that she would do to get you to even want to talk to her in the first place? Is my point, my G. You see, I'm just trying to get us to think tonight. It's not about if you sound shallow. Fuck all that.
The unseen. It's the unseen feeling that you can't see. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
like you could just talk to an individual and you feel a connection. You get what I'm saying? So automatically, why looks should matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, looks really should matter. Like, can you see beyond the looks? You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just a simple conversation or like a simple gesture. Hey, how you doing? Oh, like I feel something. This, that, and the third. You start chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? When an attractive girl,
Okay. So the conversation, that energy off the vibe of the conversation, that is what could get you in there, right?
I mean, it's a
what?
So why you guys didn't date more fat chicks then?
Who's you guys?
You talking about who's PHAT? PHAT fat?
No, he like hey, I'll say this. I got what you're saying, but I'll say this: if you have a preference, sir, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Who is okay? Hold on, real
I
quick.
think everybody up here is capping if you saying that person can get past the threshold if you're not physically attracted to them. Damn it!
Why?
What's wrong with
you,
saying that?
What do you? But if that's not the people,
little did y'all know it was a trick question. Yep. Psych. Gotcha, bitch. That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
okay.
That's right.
Wow.
Trick question. And I knew everybody was going to try to play the softball with it. Why can't y'all just say, you know what?
What do you
like? If I'm not physically attracted, look. I see sisters disrespect the shit out of
I
men.
would have knocked down Jill Scott and Kim Whitley.
Jill Scott bad. Fuck you talking
Yes, sir.
about?
Exactly.
What?
You're attracted
Nigga,
to
that
her.
was not a good example.
Come on now.
If that's what
You're
you was going for.
That's all
attracted to her.
right.
Not a good
That's-
example.
Not a good
That
example.
That's not a good
Shorty
example,
like
no.
that. Fuck you talking about?
Jody,
Yeah,
why?
Women.
I'm sorry, Jody. Why would you skinny from me? I'm sorry.
I'm in
Not
a
Jody.
But I
Why?
will definitely pass Precious. All right, I will definitely pass Precious. But no shade to her.
But it's like this.
You will.
Stop playing Marcus. Real shit. Precious
Wait.
could get past the threshold.
Yes, you can.
No,
Yes, I
well,
concur.
Stop lying.
I will. Okay, see here
Great,
is
now,
exactly
serious
what
shit. I
I
believe
we
didn't
was
play no
just talking
softball.
about.
I kept it real with that bullshit.
Right.
was
Well,
serious
I
as
say
shit.
this
If
just
that
like
was
you
the
said,
case,
Grace.
why y'all folks didn't fuck more fat chicks coming
shit.
up and all of that?
Social pressure, the same thing that it is now. Social pressure to be
You do.
those
Wait a minute.
men who
I like the
are.
assumptions
Wait,
you're
hold
making,
on
Grace.
now.
I like the
Hey,
assumptions, Grace.
It's not. But wait, hold on.
it's not
And I'm-
assumptions. It's reality.
Right.
Come on, man. Don't try to be cute with it. Because you guys that have passed
Facetious.
a lot of fat chicks because you weren't attracted to them.
Grace,
Oh, you're
Grace,
cool.
hold on.
We friends.
Who?
Fuck out of here.
Who you talking about, though, Grace?
Excuse me, man. I'm gonna hold my
I'm
hand
sorry.
up real quick.
Y'all bring in the New York out of me.
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna be good.
I'll be
I'm
back.
gonna go sit in Smitty's corner. I'm gonna go sit in Smitty's
No. You're right where you need to be, Grace.
Go sit in Grace's corner.
Listen,
corner. No, you embrace Grace.
embrace the grace. Exactly. Listen.
No, embrace the disgrace.
Hold on. My preference is always been.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Stop talking.
Hold
Go ahead,
Hold on, y'all. My preference has always been women who are chunky or women that are bigger. That's always been my preference. Always.
Okay, so you're a chubby chaser. I got you.
Me
Much
too.
respect.
Me too.
I'll let you boy.
That's a
Me
preference.
too.
That's a type. So you can't count that. You're attracted to that. Other people might.
What do you mean? That's a no.
Okay, well, so will you go out with a chick that looks like skin and bones best?
No.
You're not gonna be attracted
Hell
to her.
no, I don't
How
like
you gonna
a
fall in love with
bones.
her? Are you gonna fall in love with a bag of bones?
It can't be your
No.
type, Daisha. It can't be
No.
your type.
It could start a fire.
That's
you know?
my point. It can't be your type. That's my point.
Yeah, no, you can't be attracted. Yeah.
So like they're saying, I like this. Well, you're attracted to that, so of course you're gonna do it.
Nah, of course. No. I'm talking about physically. I'm serious. Physically, there's nothing. I'm talking about whatever you like. I mean, it's like, in that category, whatever you like.
It's the complete opposite. What do you feel about
Complete
the
opposite. Can you
Y'all
get
talk
Slim
about
thick,
feminine
there's
fit
slim
and
thick,
friendly.
medium. There's slim thick,
Feminine
medium
fit and
thick,
friendly.
You know,
Feminine, fit, and friendly.
What? Catadoba built chicks? I don't know what that is. Oh, 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 gosh. I don't know. Nah, I'm good. Nah. So yeah, so nobody. So so apparently, we're all in agreement that if you're not physically attracted to the person, you will not be able to make it past the threshold of falling in love with that person.
I gotta
right?
be able to roll over and wake up in the morning and smile when I
Yeah,
sleep.
and no,
Ew.
I mean,
It's deeper than that, though. It's way deeper than that, though. Come on.
but honestly,
And I get it,
My
and I
man's
get
still
it.
too old.
But the initial, I'm
How about
sorry.
you?
but you know what though? Like with me, I'm like this. You know, just to keep it a stack. I've actually met some women who are not so attractive, but like I said, like they have some attractive qualities and stuff like that, and like they have good conversation and stuff
Smitty
like
want to
that. But
know, can he
man,
pass the
can they cook,
Thank
man?
threshold?
you.
Can they
Damn,
The
cook?
Doc, you
oh
fucked up.
Lord
threshold.
Thank
Jesus,
Maybe
you.
if I say it like this, Smitty.
know
The
what? No, not
threshold.
good.
And they
No, I
can
get it.
definitely,
Stop the
they can definitely
bullshit.
cook a
Stop
sandwich
the
too.
Nah. Hey, know what? But you know what though? Honestly, food does not really entice me, and like you can put
We
food
not
on live
talking
on
about
dates.
food. Can you get
Yeah, I know.
ugly
Wait.
ass Earl leader?
But no. But
Can
you
you
know what?
fuck
Though?
ugly ass Earl leader? Can ugly
High
ass
blood
Earl leader get
pressure,
the
high
D?
blood pressure, cholesterol,
I had an ugly
hypertension.
one.
I don't
You
know.
Jerome. Jerome, right now.
Oh my God.
hold on, y'all, because we're
Oh
gonna get to right
Type
God.
2
now. So we're gonna get
diabetes,
to final
Ozempic,
thoughts in a minute. We're gonna
Ozempic.
get to final thoughts in a minute because it's late and I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Gracie, I gotta hear about this real quick though. So you said
I got work in the morning.
she said, yeah, I called me one of them Simpson fish with the 3 eyes. Okay, bet.
He looked like Shabba Ranks.
So
that was
no, hold on, Gracie, because you also made it clear that you don't date short men. So I want you to tell me what was it like with Shrek? Okay, what was it like with Shrek?
She has
Well, I
heightism.
was very young. This was very, very young, and that's when I knew
Mhm.
that I could not be with somebody that no. That's when I knew that about myself as a person, my energy. Our energy
What
has to
can you
physically.
say that was good that you liked about whatever
Oh my
it is
God, he
this
was
guy
so
just
sweet. He was what you guys would call today a simp. I mean, he used to wait for me after school with the teddy bear and the roses because I never dated dudes in my own high school. I kept my shit outside of the perimeters.
Oh, you was one of them little funny ass my boyfriend over there, but okay, I got you. I know
I
you.
don't talk to people I was in high
I know
school
you're
with. But you know, that's when I knew that I could not be with somebody that I'm not. Now, I'm not talking about I'm in a relationship with them 20, 30 years and all of a sudden they ugly. No, I'm not talking about that. Smitty kept talking about the initial.
Yeah.
I mean,
you said it just like I would too, Gracie.
And can they
That's
get past the threshold?
That's Topaz. All right, so what we got?
Trying to create a soundbite.
Come on. So I mean, that was the main thing I was going to. All right, so I like that right there. But look, with that being said, right, let's go ahead and get to our final thoughts and shit because I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna eat me some chicken noodle soup, some cornbread with some honey on it. I'm gonna go ahead and cool out for the. I call this more night because where I am, it's morning but still night, so I call it more night. Okay, don't mind me.
Okay, Chef Boyardee. Okay.
Yes, more night. All right, so all right, there you go, chocolate. Okay, good. You're here for final thoughts because that's all we on right now. So to go ahead and get this shit wounded off, I'm gonna just give my piece. I believe that this was an awesome show. I believe that this was very much so entertaining as well as educational as what we do try to shoot for, right? I do believe that we had some absolutely phenomenal thoughts today that came up to speak their minds. Shout out to everybody who slid through. And thank you very much so for everybody who, just been watching and keeping up with us. So we definitely appreciate you all. And I always want to make sure from time to time I do pay homage to that. So thank you to everybody who be in the chat. Thank you to everybody who supports. But with that being said, I ain't even gonna hold us up on some real shit. You already know who I am. You know what this is. I digress. My mic is muted. We're gonna start it from Gracie. Ow. And we just gonna work our way down the line. Go ahead and do it.
So I just want to say that I want to thank everybody who was so smart to intellectually embrace Smitty's corner tonight, where you could have been anywhere you could have been, but you decided to be here with us. This was an awesome show, good conversation. This is what it's all about. Exchanging ideas, point of views, perspectives. You guys were good tonight. It didn't get crazy. It was good. Thank y'all for coming out. Support all the content creators on this network. We got something special over here. So don't, and thanks for coming, guys. We had good conversation. Time heals all wounds, some but not all. That ride or die kind of love is very few and far between. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. You guys know who I am. Embrace me. Embrace the grace. I digress. My mic is muted.
Brother Soul is old. It's on you.
Yo, yeah, it's on you, bro. We going down the line. Daisha, you next. Chocolate, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Just look down the line. Are you there, Brody?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is he there?
I mean,
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know about final thoughts, but I mean, I just like to say, I'm happy to be included. You know what I'm saying? This was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? You might see more of me. You know, this is real interesting. I like the little debates. I like different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? This is amazing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to sign out as well. You know what I'm saying? That's my piece.
Nah, hey, thank you for that, Brody. Hey, yeah, nah. Anytime you see us, man, pop up, you know what I'm saying? You know, of course, I would say to see if that we're around, hit the subscribe button with the notification. So you got it, and I'm pretty sure you know all that good shit. But other than that, yeah, nah, thank you very much. Daisha, it's on you. Rock out, sis.
Okay, as always, I'm appreciative as well for being included in the conversation. I love the conversation. I love the perspectives. My final thoughts are make sure that you're not too gaudy, too flashy, and that you have, a hold on your insecurities. It's okay to let someone help you in times of stress and distress. It's okay to not be completely healed, but you start to learn how to kind of control your emotions, not emotions, but just you start to learn how to manage your scars a lot better. And I think that's okay. And then what else do we talk about? Oh yeah, and it's okay to say if someone's not attracted to you. Like I also feel like, again, attraction can grow, yes, but if you're talking about initial attraction, no. So those are my final thoughts. I digress. Thank you for your time. Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram at Daisha, DAISHA .MB. I'm an artist. Check out my stuff. I do a lot of lives. We have some great conversations too, so check it out, Daisha.MB on Instagram.
Next time we go live, Daisha, you can add it to where your name is. You can add it in there. You can just have it sit there while we're live, and it'll be right there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna get you in there. Chocolate, what you got?
I want to go last. Go ahead.
Oh, you want to go last? Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Marco.
That was a great show. Appreciate you guys having me up on here. I did see you guys had, for the thumbnail, you had one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Austin
Yes, sir.
316. So, as a great wrestler once said, more vodka, more beer, more tequila, more beer, more whiskey, and more beer. Thank you and have a good night.
Okay now. And I do believe Marco is telling everybody to drink responsibly, I think, by what I heard. What else we got? Let's go ahead and get it. Grizz, what you got for us for the evening?
Before I go, Miss Chocolate, you want to go
Mhm.
before I go, Miss Lady?
You got the
Hold on,
floor,
did
sir.
Marco
You
mess
got
up
it.
the
Go ahead.
order?
All right.
No,
I just
not
want
at
to say,
all. He asked. Thank you, love, but you got it. I'm gonna go last.
okay. I was just checking in on you, making sure. Um,
Read. Right.
I just want to say, honestly, for this, coming on here is always therapeutic. Honest, honestly, and giving everybody perspectives. It actually taking away from the conversation, and because when I get off here, it's like, do I might, I think I need to rethink my life right quick. Especially with the whole flashiness and stuff like that, because I do plan on like making millions and stuff like that, but I digress. But I just want to say thank you, love, peace, and light. Be responsible in your actions. Know who you're around, and and I cannot stress this enough. It's okay not to be okay. But I digress. My mic is muted.
Respect. He'll holler. Okay now. Well, chocolate. Let's get it in. Let's get it in, sis. I got some soup and cornbread to eat.
Okay, sounds good. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. Of course, I enjoy having conversations with you guys. Um, I feel like when we have the conversation of relationships, it still comes down to if you don't know who you are, you cannot find the person in your life that needs to be there because you don't even know what you want. You don't know what you desire. Are you desiring it because you had that on the wall, like you had pictures of Brandy on the wall? That's the kind of girl you wanted to marry, and then but you didn't. You married Lucy from the Peanuts, right? So it's like that. Then for that to develop and be seen more, then we have to kind of ease back and give people grace on, no pun intended, love. You got to pull that back and go, okay, the reason I'm able to look past your physical attributes, because there is still obviously something that I can feel or see past that. That happens. People do it all the time. That physically we wouldn't think link up, right? And it then goes back to then knowing you yourself and being able to be self-aware. You can't love someone if you don't know how to love yourself, because you're not going to know what that feels like. You're going to push away. It's going to be negative. It'll become toxic because you don't want to admit that you don't know what love feels like in your definition. Maybe you never even had it. So if there's nowhere for you to go or be taught or learn, we put so much pressure on each other to be like, oh, well, you should know. Not all of us were raised like that. And it shows now. A lot of people got sheltered. That's why people holler out here, oh, folks done got weak. Why we soft? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because we are now in that age bracket where now we can see over the hill. And we like, well, why? Oh, that's right. We were sheltered as well. And so it feeds into, okay, are you comfortable with describing to me what you think manhood looks like? Just like me asking another woman, what do you think womanhood looks like in our society? We have to then be open and empathetic to why a man is not comfortable speaking to a woman and not down him. Then he grow up and become turn into a complete creep. We like, oh, why he act like that? I mean, we all have a responsibility.
Cook,
Like,
girl, cook.
come on, can we? And it's like y'all don't want to go. Well, look, I see there is something wrong. Y'all know it's something wrong. That's why y'all keep asking us the same questions as black women. That's the community, the segment I speak of, black and brown. For those of us who were raised in that
We
certain
only asked you
bracket.
to smile.
But I just, you have to again be honest with you, be open with your just like we said tonight, your hopes, your dreams, the joy, as well as understanding what the pain can look like, what these signs can look like. We're supposed to share information so that doesn't happen again. But if we're in a society where black men are afraid to even talk to each other, then how are we supposed to know what to do to support y'all? And now I'm done. Good night.
Respect. Good night, chocolate.
Grizz, you
Uh,
say you have one more thing, Grizz, so go ahead,
yeah.
and I'm gonna close it
And
out.
so, yeah, yep.
Real quick, you can follow me on IG at Access Entertainment, and also on IG as far as Grizzly Bear Productions, YouTube Grizzly Bear Productions, and Access Entertainment. Holla. Oh, and respect one another. Holla.
He'll holler.
Man, I want to
Good
thank
night,
all of y'all for
guys.
coming out, man. I
Go ahead,
salute
get out
all
of
of
here,
you.
Gracie. Go on. Go to
You know what I'm
bed.
saying? Thank y'all for just coming up. Thank y'all for sharing your
Night.
perspective. Thank y'all for just being y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Love you guys. And I look forward to just, doing more of these shows, man. Um, yeah. You know what I mean? Be intentional, as the great QP would say. And, definitely. I'm going to definitely, be bringing you some more content. We're going to be bringing you some more content. You know what I mean? Whether it's here, IG, everywhere else. Check us out, man. We definitely moving as a unit. And I definitely appreciate everybody, man. Much love and respect, y'all. With that being said, we are out. Later.